Very short. And then you're going to be eating at Joseph.
I need that on the other ear.
I do too.
Is yours with his mic?
He should, yeah. Well, he's holding it in his hand.
I can prove you this.
That I don't care.
Or what exactly? For your...
I try not to use
Give me his hand. I'll hand the phone over to him.
anything that won't fit in my dish.
Someone's calling me.
Making sure.
This is Bob.
Right?
Here today, like, what time do we do that? That's another perfect. He's on the phone. He's on the phone.
Yeah, that's a pretty good cookie.
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes.
Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay if everything can be out here on time today?
You betcha. I've got to do the ceremony first.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
And then do you want to read the Big 8 sportsmanship thing?
You can skip the line.
It is. Basically,
Look at that guy.
that's it. And then read that. You don't want to lie will.
I've seen him in a long time.
And they read that, and then they bow your head and pray. Can you do that?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've only heard you do that, so.
And if you want me to, I will. You want me to?
What's up?
Definitely not.
You guys hear me?
You know, he used to make more years and years ago.
Yeah. I'll come in real quick.
And especially in playoffs. They pay us $40 to $50 for kids in the playoffs. Years and years ago.
It's already easy to write it down.
Yeah. What you'll do is aim at the band. I guess. Oh, hey Joseph. Put your headset on already. Put your headset on. Yeah, this is. I didn't realize it's so wide. Do you zoom out? Just zoom out all the way you can. Try to get everything. But it's up. Zoom out as far as you can, unless you can get everything.
Yeah.
You. I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking to Corey. Zoom out as much as you can. Bring it away. Joseph, you're welcome to wear this way. Yeah.
Hey, Logan. What's up?
Joseph, who? You can actually see.
like a step too far. I think that he's obviously proven in quite a number of ways that he's a really good head coach. And so I kind of want to just hit pause on a weird season like this. I also want to point out how ridiculous their schedule has been. So while the defense, yes, has fallen off a cliff in weird ways, like we're not seeing the defense out of Baltimore that we're used to seeing. There are valid concerns with regards to the Ravens. But also from a statistical standpoint, when you look at their schedule and the fact that they have played, the other three, aside from them, AFC division winners from last year, and the number one team to come out of the NFC last year in the Lions, and then this week, the number one team this year in yards per play differential. Like, they literally have only played one game against a non-elite team from last year or this year, like putting them together. Their schedule out of the gate has been wild. Like, someone in the league office hates them and or wanted to set them up for a dramatic run because their season does ease up. Their schedule eases up a lot starting next week. So hopefully they're able to get Lamar back and, start putting things together and maybe figure it out on defense. But I guess for me, I'm not yet ready. I think we're still so early in the season. I'd like to see Lamar back on the field before I start rushing to any judgment there.
Well, Lindsay, is speaking of the AFC North, we have this matchup between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. We'll see Dylan Gabriel. Me specifically, I think a lot of people in Cleveland are just waiting to see Shador get his chance and opportunity. And then on the other side of the field, I can't believe we got Aaron Rodgers in the NFL, and things have been rather quiet on the end with him.
Yeah, it's kind of a welcome change, I think, probably for Pittsburgh more than anyone else, right? Like, we're not seeing those weekly appearances on Pat McAfee that I think just give a lot of people on the outside ammunition, right? And so I think it's ideal. You brought up Shador. Like, in a perfect world, I think you want your quarterback of all people in the building to speak up, certainly, but almost primarily football related. Like, you just don't want to invite other conversations into the building because, the distraction conversation is, can go in a bunch of different directions. And certainly anybody talking about whatever they want to talk about, whatever they feel passionately about, in the case of Aaron Rodgers, that's valid. It's just there are repercussions. It really does bring a weird onus into the building. And so that's been a welcome change, I think, from my perspective. I'm sort of still waiting to see something from the Steelers. He's been very efficient, Aaron Rodgers, but I also think that his play has been consistent with what you see from older quarterbacks when their play starts to decline in a way, like just physically. When you get to a certain age, it is harder to do the same things that you have done for your whole life. What we do see here
Lamar Tiger football is on the air. Tiger football is brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Eric Hughes, Beardy's Custom and Collision, Next Generation Ed Carpet, by Community National Bank of Lamar, Dairy Grill and Chill of Lamar, Clemens Plumbing, Geared Heads Garage, McDonald's of Lamar, by Eisenhower Lumber, Jones Plumbing, Heating and Air, by Lamar Travel Plaza, Red Tech Outdoor Products, Ag Service Seat, Our Best Bank, by Stevens Automotive, Nathan McNary at USA Mortgage, Mother Tucker's Pizza, Vision Solutions, by the Bowl Insurance Agency, Seed and Farm Supply, Lamar Truck and Tire, Jeffrey's Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, and Lamar Bank and Trust. The Tiger Pregame Show is brought to you by Eisenhower Lumber, your full-line lumber and hardware store. Eisenhower Lumber at 903 Gulf Street in Lamar. And now, here's Kevin Bowl with all the action of Lamar Tiger football on 101.7 FM, Solo Sports Radio.
For advice for other classes, try new things,
and good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to Week 7 of Lamar Tiger football. Your Tigers will be hosting the Cubs from Monett. Your Lamar Tigers coming in with a record of 3-3. Cubs coming in with a record of 4-2. Welcome you also to homecoming night. The candidates are about to, 2/3 of them are out on the field, and they're announcing the last couple homecoming queen candidates, Keely Taffner, Bailey Heckaden, Callie Harris. Your king candidates, Brody Gardner, Trent Torbeck, and Gavin Ogden. We'll let you know who wins that in a second, but we've got a beautiful evening for football. Matt, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Kevin. It is a beautiful night, about 75 degrees here at 6:30, a little bit before game time, but not much wind, about 6 mile an hour is what the old iPhone says, and so just a beautiful night. Maybe a little, probably the coolest game time start weather that we've seen thus far, but I don't know about you, but I could probably take it a little cooler, but yeah, beautiful evening for football.
And if you're pulling up to the stadium again, it is homecoming night. We want to pack out the field, or maybe you're coming home from work and you don't have much to do tonight. Come out here, fill up the stands. I know the boys would appreciate it being loud out here. It's going to be a good ball game against the Monett Cubs. And if you're also pulling the stadium, you're listening to the radio, you haven't had supper yet, they do have a tailgate out in front of the school. In my opinion, it's usually one of the better ones of the year with the FFA. You're going to get some smoked brisket. You're going to get a nice meal there with a couple sides. If you throw down an extra $4, rumor has it they have some Cindy Miller pies hiding back there, and you can't go wrong with that. That might be the best $4 you can spend in Barton County.
Agreed, 100%.
Again, you're listening to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show for all of your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business. Go visit them on Gulf Street. Got a lot on the table here for this pregame. Just so I don't forget it, we're going to get this one out of the way. So past few weeks we've talked about the youth program, kind of how it started, where it's at, and we got a couple teams they're playing very well. So want to give all the youth players a shout out, but there's a couple teams that are kind of having a special season. So right now they have two undefeated teams, the 6th grade and 4th grade. They're both 6-0. They are playing at Mount Vernon this Saturday, and they're asking tomorrow, that if you're looking for something to do, go watch the Little Brotherhood play. Last week they hosted Nevada, and they had their own little Oscar Silver Tiger, and most of those teams won that game. But go support them over in Mount Vernon. One of those games, Mount Vernon, is also 6-0. So the winner of that game will play for the championship. And it sounds like the 4th grade's already secured a spot in the Youth Super Bowl. So congratulations to them. And also games are going to be in reverse order. They're going to start off in the afternoon, so they get to play underneath the lights. So 3rd grade will start at 2:30, 4th grade at 4 p.m., 5th grade at 5:30, and 6th grade 7 p.m. So that game will be under the lights. And they just crowned the homecoming king. It's Brody Gardner. And if you give me just a moment, we'll find out who the queen is together. Although I may have already seen the note that had the winners and losers, not losers, but the winners on there.
Yep. While we're waiting on that, too, that youth program is so good and fun to watch. Jake Timmons and all those volunteer coaches do a tremendous job. But the neatest thing about it is those kids get to develop that team mentality and just have the fun and learn to love the game of football.
And Keely Taffner is your 2025 fall homecoming queen. So, again, King Brody Gardner, Queen Keely Taffner, congratulations to them. We're going to go ahead and take our first break of the evening. When we come back, we will have the coaches interview. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Again, 3 minutes. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3700. 9797.
Beardy's Custom and Collision can customize your prize ride. Bring it back from what it was to what it can be, and to any extreme you can imagine. Chopped, lowered, painted, or back to original glory. Beardy's Custom and Collision also does basic to extreme repairs on your everyday driver. If you've had a fender bender or a major crash, Beardy's can put it back just like it was. They work with your insurance too to make sure everything's taken care of. Beardy's Custom and Collision treats your car just like it was their own. East of Lamar on 160, then straight on Highway E. Give them a call, 417-537-0018, or check them out on Facebook. Beardy's Custom and Collision. That's Beardies, custom with a K and collision.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and number.
Does your car sound like this? It probably could use some attention. You gotta get it to Gearheads. Gearheads Garage, 206 Northeast 1st Lane in Lamar. Full automotive repairs, bumper to bumper, and full service from the front end all the way to the rear end, even tires. Visit Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads Garage in Lamar. Proud sponsor of Lamar Sports. Check out Gearheads Garage on Facebook. Get your car to Gearheads. We might say we're geared for it.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. The Eisenhower Lumber pregame show again for all of your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business. Go visit them on Gulf Street. And Matt, the other thing I don't want to forget about talking about before we get to the coach's interview, if you can speak on a little bit the award that Coach Beshore received this afternoon.
Yeah, so traditionally we have the homecoming parade and the gathering at the bandstand, which this year we were able to have at Wyatt Earp Park. But I don't know if he knew about it, probably did, but I sure hadn't heard about it till today. But our own Coach Beshore was honored with the MSHA, National Federation of High School Football Coaches Coach of the Year Award. So that's a prestigious honor. They had some officials and the mascot, dressed-up mascot from MSHA down from Jeff City. So certainly a big honor and well-deserved by our own Coach Beshore. So
yep. So that award goes. They award for each sport. They award a head coach. So they're the only football coach in Missouri that got that, and they kind of have playoffs after that. So he'll be up for regional, sectional, and then national coach of the year. So
I would think with his record in 5 years playing in 5 state championship games and bringing home 3 of them, I would think he would be in the running. But we'll see.
Yep, and let me get this keyed up here, and we'll just hear what he has to say. So again, this is the coach's interview with Coach Jared Beshore. And welcome, Tiger fans, to the weekly pregame interview with Coach Beshore. Another Big 8 Classic matchup this week with the Monett Cubs. But before we get to that one, let's briefly touch on the Tigers game at Nevada last week.
Yeah, we had had some good things happen last week at Nevada. I thought defensively we played really well outside of 3 plays. I thought we played physical. Did a good job of getting off blocks and making tackles. They had a couple really good athletes in the backfield, and when you lose focus for a play at all, that can turn into 6 points, especially with their offense. And that's what happened. And then offensively, again, some positives to take away. I thought we ran the ball really well. Thought we, took a step forward in our offensive line play, and just didn't capitalize in the key situations of the game. We had the ball in the red zone multiple times. without getting points. Through two big picks that were at times in the game where we could have scored. They were red zone or fourth down situations to continue drives, and we turn it over instead of continuing our drive or having a chance to score. So when that happens, you can't expect to win those close ball games against good teams. I thought our kids put ourselves in positions to have an opportunity to win the ball game, but we lost those opportunities when we made those mistakes. So we just got to learn from it. We can't get down. We can't let Nevada beat us twice. We gotta learn from it and get better this week.
And speaking of this week, it's going to be a different brand of football that the Cubs will bring to town versus what we saw in Nevada, a heavy run team where Monett, they like to spread it out and pass the ball. Not to say they do have a good running back in the backfield as well, but what do you expect to see out of the Cubs as they visit Thomas M. O'Sullivan Stadium?
I mean, they're going to do what they do, and they're going to do it well. They're going to be empty sets basically the entire game, throwing the football. They will put it back in the backfield occasionally, and when they do, they will still throw the football, obviously, but then they have more likelihood of running the ball. Big screen team, you'll see a lot of tunnel screens, bubble screens, slip screens, and they're going to run a play as fast as they possibly can. So running a play every 20 to 30 seconds. So that's been the challenge this week, is trying to simulate that in practice. I thought our kids have had a good week of practice. I think that they are prepared as well as you can be without getting thrown into the fire, that we're going to on Friday night. So, our kids just have to focus. We can't lose focus with the brand of football that we're going to have to play. The goal is obviously to make them have to play at our pace and our physicality, and not have to go at their pace. So it's going to be a clash of philosophies, a clash of tempos, and it'll be a really fun game to watch. I promise you that, and it'll be really good for our team to see this level of football. And they're, like I said, they do what they do, and they do it really well. We gotta be prepared for it.
And for the fans that don't know, Monett's coming in with a record of 4-2. The two losses being in Nevada and Seneca, but all but one game they've put 50-plus points on the board. Not to say that their defense is getting up plus 62 different times, but I think one of the key things probably for the Tigers, if you control the clock and run the ball, can do that successfully. That's how you keep that other offense off the field, and then play discipline with that. Like I said, that spread offense that you're going to see.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best defenses against this is offense. They know that they're going to score. They know that they can get up and down the field really fast. If you can control the game, control the tempo, you want to create big plays, but you also want to just sustain drives. Having a big play and a big score and then going 3 and out 3 times in a row doesn't do you any good against these guys. You want to sustain drives. You want to run the football. You want to stay in bounds. You want to do all of those things. So that's the big thing. Is it's a wholesale philosophy deal when you play these guys. You have to control the clock and make sure you take a lot of time off the clock when you do have the ball.
Yep, a perfect game plan is if you can get 4 yards every single play and inbounds and just keep it at that. Anyhow. Good luck tonight. We look forward to seeing you after the game. Homecoming, so look to have a big crowd out here. If you're listening on the radio right now, you still have time to come to the game. Come pack the stands and cheer on these boys. Another great Big 8 matchup. All right, thank you, Coach. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon.
Yep, see you.
And that's the coach's interview with Coach Beshore. As always, we thank him being able to carve out a little bit of time of his day on Wednesdays or Thursdays to get that done for us. We're going to take another break. We're going to take let's make this one a 4-minute break. In 4 minutes we come back, we will have the keys to the game. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Lamar
Bank and Trust, we're proud to be your hometown bank. Lamar's only locally owned and operated bank, serving this community for nearly 100 years. Whether you're managing your everyday banking needs, saving for the future, buying a home, or building your business, we're here to help you every step of the way. Banking with LBT is always a win. Visit LBT today, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Dairy Grill and Chill of Lamar invites you to check out the new DQ app. Explore the menu, order ahead with easy ordering, save with weekly deals, and more. Your go-to app is now cooler than ever. Locate Dairy Grill and Chill on the app and see how easy it is to order your fave eats and treats. Repeat your orders in a flash with one-click reordering, and speed things up with the addition of Apple Pay. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers.
Bearded Bee Coffee Company was born to share the joy of incredible coffee with the world. Bearded Bee works directly with small farms to bring you the highest quality beans while making sure the hardworking farmers are paid a fair price. No matter your position in life, we invite you to experience what coffee was intended to be. Bearded Bee, located across from the old Blue Top, the only local roastery in Lamar. Try one of our signature selections and see what everybody's talking about. Order online and pick up at the coffee spot. Second location coming soon. BeardedBeeCoffeeCompany.com.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area athletes and students. McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be members of the Lamar community. And whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar community.
Your hometown team for exceptional eye care is Vision Solutions, with locations in Lamar, Nevada, and Webb City. Whether you need glasses, contacts, or medical eye care, Vision Solutions will help you see better and look great. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers, providing Tiger student athletes with winning edge vision since 1969. Follow them on Facebook or book your eye exam at myvisionsolutions.com or call 682-3301.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans, live from Thomas M. O'Sullivan Stadium at Scott Bailey Field. It is homecoming night between your Lamar Tigers and the Monett Cubs. Lamar is just now starting to gather in the end zone to run out on the field. We got about a little over 9 minutes to kick off. Again, I mentioned it's homecoming night. Brody Gardner and Keely Taffner are your homecoming queen and king. Gavin Ogden, Trent Torbeck were the other two king candidates. Callie Harris and Bailey Heckaden were the other two queen candidates, but they had a nice turnout for the homecoming parade. Kids did good jobs with all the floats and the band and everything else, and it was kind of neat to see it at the Wyatt Earp Park. You know, obviously he's kind of been on the square for a lot of years at that little gazebo there, but when you got a facility as nice as the Wyatt Earp Park, you might as well use it. and I think they maximize that to their best potential. So kudos to everybody involved with that. You're listening to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. Again, for all of your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business, go visit them on Gulf Street in Lamar. And now we're going to go on to the keys of the game, brought to you by American Family Insurance.
Thanks, Kevin. Sponsored by the keys to the game are sponsored by American Family Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Eric Hughes and get your next quote. The first key to the game that we're going to kind of focus on, or I think we need to focus on tonight, is just good old fundamental football. If you watch this game between Lamar and Monett last year and some of the other Monett games this last 2 years, they've been a little sloppy, and it's not really anything against Monett. They just are not very business-like the way that they do things in traditional Big 8 ways. So it's easy for things to get out of hand. That sometimes there's lots of penalties. And so the boys from Lamar are going to have to make good tackles, good blocks, maintain ball security, and just play a clean game with no penalties. So that's going to be our first key. We just need to play fundamental, clean football. The second thing, you heard Coach Bishore talk about this offense, a little unconventional for the Big 8 maybe, air raid style, just predominantly passing type offense. And but you can be sure our Missouri Coach of the Year, 5-time state champion qualifier Jared Bishore has got a game plan. But it's going to come down to those defensive secondary and the way that they play for the Tigers. That's going to be crucial. So we got to execute the game plan, and that defensive secondary needs to play well. We got this air raid offense. Quarterback Dylan Washek is very prolific passer, just a junior this year, but as we were watching him in pregame, he throws a really nice ball. He's accurate, and he's used to doing it very quickly. So we're going to see a lot of 5-wide steps, empty backfield, just like Coach Bishore talked about. But the good news is we've got a game plan. You're going to see a little different defensive set than what you typically see from the Lamar Tigers, and there's going to be some chance for some interceptions, probably some chances for sacks. And the good news is Monett hasn't played a defense quite like Lamar, with the exception of Seneca. And so we feel like we've got a good our defensive coordinator has got a good game plan, and we just got to be able to execute. The number 3 for the keys of the game is just as we talked about earlier, we need to keep our heads and just don't lose focus. Last year in the second half, Monett had 5 unsportsmanlike penalties in the second half, and that's continued some a little bit this year. Extracurriculars are still kind of continue to be an issue for them. So we just got to keep our heads, don't lose focus, play Lamar football with class, and just be business-like in our approach, and that'll work towards our success. And then the last thing I put down here is the boys on the field just need to have the crowd support. We've got a big crowd here. The north end zone is full of fans as well, and south end zone as well. So just need to have that crowd support. Those Lamar fans need to be loud, be able to support the kids on the field and the coaches. This team is only 500 so far this year, but you got to keep in mind the tough Big 8 gauntlet that we have to play. Our playoff chances are still very much alive, and a deep playoff run as we get into the playoff season. As we watch those other districts and things, this thing is far from over for this season. But we got some challenging games ahead of us. So if we can do those 4 things, the crowd get involved, play fundamental football, execute our game plan, and keep our heads, the Tigers got a really good chance of coming out on top tonight.
And those are your keys of the game, brought to you by American Family Insurance. Throughout the evening, we'll also be keeping up with ScoreStream and Twitter, or X. One of the things I was looking at, Monett's always had a good reporter. I can't think of his name right now, but he's on X, and he made mention of this, and I hadn't thought about it, but it's true. Monett, very proud program. 2 years ago, this team was winless, and if you'd, Lamar fan, Monett fan, seeing the great games and even shared fields during championship runs, you wouldn't have thought that a school like Monett would have a winless season. Last year they've only won 3 games, and here they are coming in at 4-2. So they're improved, but your Tigers have something to prove themselves. That they do have 3 losses. That's a little atypical of a Lamar team, but it's past week 9 is where it really, really counts.
Absolutely. We play Class 3 and Class 4 teams all year, and like you said, this Monett community and Monett team and football culture is, that's a good football town, lots of support. Coach Derek Ewell, that was there for several years, was able to play for a state championship. Did they actually win that year? They played against Maryville. I don't remember who won that, but that 2016 team was probably one of the toughest games that we saw for a long time, and it's not been that long ago since these guys were contenders, and they've had a few down years, and of course obviously got a new coach with a new culture now, a little different than what we see sometimes, but certainly a proud fan base and good culture, football culture down there. And Monett, listen, they got 86 kids on this roster, so very deep, and that's not what we've seen in the last few years, so certainly got things turned around, and 4-2 so far this year, so should be a good ball game.
Yeah, that the year that Lamar beat Trinity Catholic at Missouri State for a championship, Monett won a championship that year, and their only loss was to Lamar.
Yep.
So that was the year that the Big 8 had 2 championship teams.
It hadn't been that long ago when they were playing for a state championship, and a guy that played for the Cowboys for a little while, Zeke Elliott, that went to John Burroughs in the St. Louis area. They traveled to Monett for a semifinal game, and Zeke Elliott's famously quoted as saying the hardest he's ever been hit in his career was at a semifinal game in Monett, Missouri. So that's a kind of interesting tidbit Coach Bailey likes to share sometimes. But yeah, this Monett team is on the upward trend for sure.
So tonight's offensive philosophies are going to be opposite of each other, and so are the uniforms. So Lamar's in their home, black on black on black, and Monett is white on white with white hats. So from the uniforms to the gameplay, it's going to be completely opposite.
Good guys wear black.
There you go. And I didn't even see who's going to receive the ball. Were you paying attention there?
I didn't catch it, no.
They just had all that, but we missed it.
I don't think they've signaled yet, or maybe they did.
They did. We were just talking away and missed it. So about a minute away from kickoff, so we'll stay right here. Again, we want to thank you for listening to the Eisenhower Lumber pregame show. Again, for all of your lumber, plumbing, paint, and everything else you need for your home or business, go visit them on Gulf Street. Looks like Lamar's going to be kicking off, and they will be guarding the north end zone.
We talked a little bit about a new philosophy for Monett. Coach Ben Mock's in his second season here at Monett, and if that Mock name sounds familiar, it's because it should be. Little brother Matty Mock played at Mizzou, was quarterback there, and Ben Mock actually played the quarterback for Cincinnati in college, and Ben Mock actually set a national passing record as a quarterback in high school, so it's no surprise that he runs this kind of air raid offense that he does, and it'll be interesting to watch, fun to watch for sure.
Monett's got 2 return men back at around the 15. And it looks like we're going to have a change here. It looks like Trent Torbeck is going to be on kickoff duty tonight. We've seen Logan Martin all year long, but Trent's the one teeing it up.
Could be that we're gonna change some philosophy or try to show that Monett something a little different than we've seen on kickoff thus far. So
6 more seconds to roll off the clock. They'll let them tee it up, and Friday night action here at the TMO will start.
Hey, it's the best night of the week. We're in Lamar, Missouri, and it's time for...
All right, again, Torbeck will be kicking off towards the south end zone. 2 return men from Monett around the 15-yard line. Kickoff brought to you by our friends at LBT. It's going to be a little pooch kick. Caught at the 35 and brought down at the 36.
Yeah, good pooch kick high and end over end for Trent Torbeck, and lands in that second level of the Monett receiving core. And one thing that we've identified on tape is whoever is going to get that thing is going to try to make some sort of return. So dangerous returners deep, but probably a good strategy to kick to that second level. And they'll start at their own 36.
Quarterback in shotgun, 3 receivers set out to the right side of the formation, 2 bunched up on the left. So 5 receivers out, going out in the pattern here. 3 down linemen for the Tigers. Here's the snap, rolling to his right, passes away, looking at the 40. Ball is caught, but we'll see if he is inbounds, and they say
no good.
No good.
Dylan Washik, obviously we talked about him, their quarterback, very, very prolific passer. Last year at 24, this kid threw the ball 512 times. So he's got some practice at it.
Same formation for Monett. Looked like the receivers left a little early. Pass to the left side. That time it is caught. Knocked out of bounds at the 46. Going to be good enough for a first down.
Lamar with a little bit different defensive strategy than we had thus far in the season. Going with a three-man front. We've got Logan Martin lined up at the nose position and just a three-man front so we can get more coverage.
Pass away. Trent Torbeck, a little swing pass in the backfield. Taryn Williams on the defense there. Drags down the receiver, but not after they gain. It looks like 3 or 4 yards.
One thing that we want to try to do is be extra physical tonight. We've seen that on these first two defensive plays with Carson Parker and Taryn Williams. Those receivers sure felt when they got tackled.
High snap, bobble, but he's able to bring it down. He has room to run. Now he finally tucks it and runs. He passed the 40, 35, 30, and that's where he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Trent Torbeck at the 31.
Yeah, fortunately, one of those plays where we're so concentrated on this dangerous receivers and the coverage that we got that we just left the quarterback a wide open thing to run. Good news is he's not as mobile as some of the quarterback running back combinations that we've seen.
He wanted to pass. It took him a long time to tuck that ball. Again, it looks like the receivers take off early, but they're saying that they're not. Pass is complete. Receiver still on his feet at the inside the 10s when he's finally brought down.
Yeah, if they're not taking off early, they've got it timed really well. And again, they're in this hurry-up offense. We almost don't even have time to talk between plays, Kevin. Good gain, and they're certainly threatening here early.
Ball's already snapped. Going to be a handoff, trying to get around the left side. There is a flag on the play. He's in the end zone, but I think that one is coming back.
Now they've got two dangerous backs that they use sometimes. That one's the first one, Colin Umfleet, a senior. Kid's a pretty good wrestler. You remember older brother Ethan Umfleet was a handful. The last he's graduated a couple years ago, but he was in that one of their better players for 4 years. And this little brother Colin is right in the same mold. Tough kid, hard to tackle. He gets a good gain on that play, but it has to come back. So.
Ball on the 18, so going to be first and goal from the 18.
Billy's going to set the ball at the 18.
4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And the center, Jumpson, still holding the ball. But there's motion on Lamar, too. They're going to say Lamar was offsides.
Offsides against.
Yeah, we go with a 4-man front, change it up a little bit that time, and just jumped. They had some motion on their side, too. So officiating is probably going to be key in this particular game with all this different things kind of going on all at once.
Same set, 4 right, 1 left. Quarterback scans the field, passes away to the left side, pass complete at the 5, and in for a touchdown.
And he runs it over to number 25, Colin Umfleet, the kid that just ran it, and makes a good catch here. I'm sorry, that's Carson Nesselrode. Not a receiver that starts for them, but or started tonight, but one that gets a lot of action for them.
And the 2-point conversion is also good.
2-point conversion, it is good.
Yeah, that's something different too that we're not used to seeing from Monett. You know, a team that's got a pretty good soccer program, and we've usually got a good place kicker and good kickoff guy, but they go for 2 every time. Matter of fact, in the scouting report, Coach Beshore puts together, it just says they just always go for 2.
So what's crazy is they ran 10 plays, and there's a minute 12 off the clock. Like you said, we're still trying to call the play that happened. They're already at the line of scrimmage ready to go for the next play.
Yeah, a little different than what we're used to seeing. Hopefully the Tiger defense can adjust.
Special teams on the field. 2 returners back for Lamar. Brady Reeves, that's a change. So we got Brady Reeves and Ainsley back deep for the Tigers at the 15.
Who's the guy from Texas that came in? Let's try
It looks like number 62, Oscar Hinojosa, going to kick off for the Cubs.
And a little pooch kick there as well. Ball on the ground, but I think recovered by Lamar.
Hinojosa's a little funny the way he kicks too. It's a left-footed kicker, so just able to kind of show us some things we haven't seen yet.
Ball will be on the 42-yard line.
Tiger offense takes the field in very similar personnel, or almost identical personnel to what we had last week. So
10:45 on the clock.
Powell in the backfield. Torbeck split out wide to the right. Can't tell if that's Nolting or Ansley over there on the left side.
It's Nolting.
Nolting goes in motion. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Up the middle, Powell goes. He's going to get about 1 or 2 yards.
Monett comes out defensively in a 5-man front, something we're not necessarily used to seeing either. So we'll see what the Tiger offense can do. Powell takes that handoff and kind of makes a delayed run forward and able to pick up a yard, but just a slow developing play that didn't ever really develop.
2nd and 9, Tigers.
2nd down and 9 for the Tiger offense. Nolting right. Torbeck split out to the left. Powell in shotgun. Nolting goes in motion right to left. Going to be kind of a reverse handoff to Taryn Williams. He plows his way up to the 47.
A little bit of misdirection there. Fakes the handoff to Waylon as he kind of comes across in the jet sweep from right to left. But Taryn Williams comes from his left wing position and takes the handoff and able to surge forward for about 4. Brings up 3rd and 5. Tigers will have the ball on their own 47.
Nolting comes out of the game. Torbeck split out to the left. Williams in the backfield with Powell. And there's a flag. I think they're calling false start. Nope, offsides.
Yeah, that nose, the middle of that Monett defensive front. I mean, he was way. From our vantage point, we can kind of see that ball, and I thought before they threw that flag that there was a chance he was across the ball, and I think that's what they thought.
That's a free first down. First down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Tigers keep the drive alive like Stevens Automotive keeps your car rolling.
Brings the Tigers, moves forward up to the Monett 48, the 1st and 10. Coach Beshore interestingly talked about in the game. Sometimes your offense can be your best defense, and it's pretty clear we're letting this play clock run. We're trying to eat up time, keep this potent Monett offense off the field, and hopefully it can pay off.
Yep, you want to use the full 40 seconds on that play clock every single play. Williams are still in the backfield with Powell. Going to be a handoff over on the left side. That's going to be a Tiger touchdown.
Yeah, Jaden Moore is going to get the credit for this excellent run, but the heart of this play started with the Lamar offensive line. Jaden burst through there virtually untouched and got some good blocks downfield, and those are the kinds of things that we need to see out of this Lamar offensive line and defensive line too. The physicality. It's fun to run and throw the ball and do those kinds of things, but it's not as much fun when you know you're going to get rocked. So
Lamar's going to go on for the 2-point conversion touchdown brought to you by Gearheads Garage. 2-point conversion brought to you by Next Gen Ag. It's going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams, and he is going to be denied. So 2-point conversion is no good.
2-point conversion fails for the Tigers. 8:34 left in the first period.
Good design play, just a good goal line stand for the Cubs there that time, and able to keep Williams out of the end zone.
We're going to take a 30-second break again. 30 seconds to listen to Tiger Football, Somo Sports Radio.
You want real pizza made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery, dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Torbeck has the ball teed up for this kickoff. Again, brought to you by our friends at Lamar Bank and Trust. It's going to be another little pooch kick. Fair catch signaled and caught at the 37-yard line.
Again, kind of the same strategy. Caught by number 18, Michael Diaz, and he just kind of falls on it there. It's going to give, going to bring up the Monett's going to get it there on their own 38 or 37. So that's where they'll start.
3 receivers split left, 3 right, 2 left. And it's going to be a pass out to the left, complete out to the 44.
They're able to get that quick pass, but Luis Salas lines up at nose this time and just absolutely rocks the center from Monett. So again, part of our physical strategy. If we're able to do this, they're not going to want to play this quick, for very long.
2nd down and 3, same formation for the Cubs. Quick pass out to the right, setting up the screen. Well defended by the Tigers, but the receiver's able to break some tackles. He's got one man to beat. It's him versus Ansley. Ansley's able to make a great open field tackle inside the 20 to save a touchdown.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about in pregame is we just got to be fundamental in the tackles, and Lamar Tigers missed about 4 that time. I didn't catch who the receiver was for Monett, but he would not be denied.
Going to be a handoff to the running back, trying to run up the middle. He gets past the line of scrimmage, up to the 2nd level, and brought down at the 9-yard line.
Yep, hands it off to Umfleet again, that time number 25, and just a big physical kid that's got some speed too.
I don't even know where we are. 7?
Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking for the receiver. Nobody there. Now he chucks it up out of the end zone, pass incomplete.
Yeah, we did a good job defending it and covering all the receivers that time, and he didn't have a choice. Washek didn't have a choice but to throw it away. So sign of a good, prolific passer too. He can, this type of offense, if you haven't got anything, you can throw it away and move on to the next play.
2nd and goal from the 8. 3 receivers right, 2 left. They get up out of their stance, look at the sideline for an audible.
Tiger defense really spread out to cover these receivers as well.
7 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. Has to tuck it, roll to his left. Pass is away and no good.
Good pass. Washek rolls out to his left about the time that Brady Geyer beats his man and is breathing down his neck. So he throws a quick play and hits his receiver, but he's just a little too aggressive to the left and leads him out of bounds, and so he wasn't able to pull that in. So we'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Looking to pass the ball, passes away and caught. That's going to be another Cub touchdown.
Yeah, we were there. We had good defense. Waylon Nolting was on the receiver that time. 35, Alex Meeks is able to catch that ball and just right on the goal line, and momentum just kind of slides him in. So Monett will line up again for 2.
And they're in the spread offense for the 2. 3 right, 2 left. Now they look to the sideline to check the play. 7:22, Monett 14, Lamar 6. Pending this 2-point conversion try. Here's the snap. Scan the field, passes away to the left and caught. 2-point conversion is good.
Yeah, just a quick pass. Receivers cutting everywhere in these short yardage plays, and just very difficult to defend. Carson Parker has number 8. Braden Seitz that time just right there with him, but able to turn his body in such a way that only he can get to the ball. And that's something, we talked about Dylan Washington, his quarterback play. These receivers kind of know what's going on too. They know how they've got excellent body control and good hands, obviously. I don't think they've dropped the ball yet. Not only that, but they're just the way they control their body and their shoulders almost kind of pick off the Lamar defender and make it to where they're the only ones that can catch the ball. So we're going to have to get this figured out.
Yeah, the one pass that was incomplete, the ball was caught, just was out of bounds.
Yep.
That's probably the deepest ball thrown so far. 7:22 in the first quarter. Monett 16, Lamar 6. 2 return men back deep at the 15 for Lamar. Reeves and Nolting this time.
Let's see what Hinojosa's going to do this time with that left foot.
Little pooch kick last time on the ground, a little worm burner. This time he does kick it off. It is caught at the 23 by Reeves. Up the field he goes. He crosses the 40 and brought down near the 45.
Yeah.
Good return by the freshman.
Good effort by Reeves. obviously a good burst of speed from that young freshman, and able to doesn't go down in initial contact, doesn't really hindered a little bit, but drags a couple guys with him before he finally goes down. So he'll give Lamar good field position out at Lamar 45.
22-yard return for the freshman. Nolting split out to the right, Torbeck to the left. Powell in shotgun by himself. Here's a snap, going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams, trying to get it around the right side. Drags a defensive lineman forward for about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that 27 that gets the tackle for Monett. That's Kason Carr, a returning starter and good solid defensive play. He's able to kind of shed his block. Otherwise, Taryn had a lot of green field in front of him, but only able to pick up 3, so brings up 2nd and 7 for the Tigers, and they'll line up at their own 48.
Toby Ansley comes in for Nolting. Torbeck and Ansley split to the right.
Monett crowds the line this time. I think they got 6 guys on the line.
Ansley goes in motion. There's an offsides by Monett again.
Correction, they had 7 guys on the line and 4 in the backfield, so they're trying to disrupt some things that we do, but they've got to be careful when they do that, because when you put 7 guys, they've got to pay attention to the ball, and that burned them that time. So we'll be out close to the first down, brings up 2nd and 2.
Tigers get across midfield, 2nd down and 2. They huddle up.
It's not a 25.
Two receivers split to the right. Powell in shotgun. 10 seconds on the play clock. Ansley goes in motion, fakes the handoff. Powell goes up the middle. He's going to get 2 yards. Should be enough for the first down.
Yep. Chains move, bring up a Tiger first down. Yeah, Powell's just a design quarterback keep on that play. Kind of does a fake to the left. Doesn't really fake a handoff, just kind of fakes a motion a little bit, but he was going forward the whole time and runs into a big wall of Monett defenders, but forward momentum's going to give him a first down. So
first down's brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Nolting and Torbeck are both split out to the right. Moore and Williams are your wingbacks. Powell in shotgun by himself. Nolting goes in motion right to left. And they do hand off to Nolting. Burst of speed. He's got the first down. Knocking big bodies over, the little guy is. But all the way up to the 35.
We've talked about Waylon Nolting all year. Just a sophomore and tremendous amount of speed and able to take that ball and take the good handoff and burst forward in speed. And boy, he just laid a lick on that Monett D-back and made him feel it. He looks like he might be a little shook up himself. But
unfortunately, there was a holding call thrown on that one. That's going to bring the ball back. So Tigers moving backwards to the wrong side of midfield, and they're going to be working with first down and 20 from their own 45.
Yep. Carson Parker and Kyler Eisen come into the game. Torbeck and Nolting will check out for this play.
Eisen split out to the right. Taryn Williams in the backfield with Powell. 5-13 in the first quarter. Monett 16, Lamar 6. And it's going to be a false start on Lamar.
Yeah, both players and coaches kind of pointing at each other, but they are going to call it against Lamar, looks like. Lots of adrenaline, a lot of energy out there. This Monett offense obviously is a little different and something you got to pay attention to. And everybody just, as we talked, Lamar just needs to settle down and be businesslike in their approach.
Eisen split out to the left, Nolting to the right. 6 linemen for the Cubs. Taryn Williams with the ball at the 40, across the 45. And brought down at the 48-yard line. Nice hard run by Taryn.
Yeah, just a little misdirection there. Fakes the handoff to Nolting and hands it off to Taryn Williams. He's able to make one juke and make a guy miss, and then able to go forward and shed a couple tacklers. The Monett one of the Monett defenders, I think it was number 5, the linebacker, thought he was going to tackle Taron Williams with an arm, and that didn't work too good. He's able to get 4 or 5 extra yards, but it's going to bring up second and about 16, 17.
17 has 8-yard run for Williams. Ball on Lamar 48. Line to gain is the Monett 35. Tigers go under center. Going to be a handoff to Williams up the gut. He goes across the midfield, across the 45, brought down at the 43.
Yeah, their last minute, they kind of rearranged it a little bit, and Trent stepped forward and took that direct snap and then handed it right off to Taron, give him a little momentum to just surge forward. So we're going to bring up 3rd and 8 on the Monett 43. Carson Parker checks into the game for Nolting.
Tigers break the huddle. About 15 seconds left on the play clock. Ison split out to the right for the Tigers. Powell and Williams in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Carson Parker, trying to find some blocks on the right side. And he's going to be brought down short of the line of gain. Gets up to about the 37 or so.
Carson does a good job just taking that, and we've talked about the way he runs, keeps those pads forward and takes on some contact and dishes out some contact back. And one thing about this Monett team that we didn't talk about, they don't play anybody both ways. So a fresh unit comes out anytime they switch from offense to defense. So
they only dressed, 70 some odd kids?
86.
86 kids, All right, 4th down and 2 for the Tiger offense. William and Powell in the backfield. Parker goes in motion, then we got bodies flying everywhere. It's going to be a false start on Lamar.
A lot of moving there. I'm not sure who induced that, but they say it's Lamar, so back them up. And we got 4th and 7 on the Monett 42. Parker comes off the field, and Nolting will go back in.
10 seconds on play clock. Tigers still trying to get up to the line of scrimmage. Nolting and Ison split out to the left. Powell in shotgun, 4 seconds, 3. And Tigers going to have to take a timeout. Lamar takes a timeout. We're going to take a break with him. We're going to take a 30-second break. Again, 30 seconds. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Soma Sports Radio.
Hi, Tiger fans. This is Kevin from Bull Insurance Agency. Just like you, we are proud to support our Lamar Tigers. I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches, assistants, parents, and everyone involved that invests in our kids and community. From youth sports to high school, your commitment to our players is appreciated. Just like the Tigers, my team at Bull Insurance Agency will work hard to protect what matters most to you. So stop by or visit us online at bullinsuranceragency.com.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Lamar 6, Monett 16. Lamar faces a 4th down and 7 from the Monett 43. Line to gains of 35. Lamar goes under center. Looking to pass the ball, though. Powell scans the field, passes away. In and out of the hands of Torbeck. He hit him right in the numbers, but Trent's not able to haul that one in. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
And Monett's going to take over with similar field position to where they started. Hopefully the Lamar defense can kind of step up and figure out how to get them stopped.
Cubs going to have the ball at their own 42-yard line.
Shout out to Liz out there listening on the radio. Thanks for the text. Hope we're doing all right.
3 receivers split to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to pass the ball, passes away to the right. Pass deep, overthrown to the 30.
Pass is incomplete for the Cubs.
Now, Dylan Washik that time had big Logan Martin, number 56, right in his face. So the Tigers intend to put some stunts and put some blitzes in here on defense, and that time certainly affected Washik's throw, and as he well overthrew his receiver that time.
Same formation, quick screen pass out to the right. And you got Nolting dragging him down. Monett's calling for a horse collar, and there's a late flag from the white hat. I think they're going to get what they were calling for.
Is there a flag out?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick outlet pass to the right. I guess it's a forward pass, awful close there, but Monett able there with a good defense and probably just got a hand in the wrong place as he was making that tackle. So, it'll be personal foul against Lamar.
Ball's on the 40. First down, 10 Cubs. Quarterback scans the field. Pass is away to the right side. They cut up the middle. Finally brought down at the 34.
At that time, Troy Onstad and Logan Martin just absolutely owned the two pass blocking offensive linemen, and they almost ran those linemen into Washington, who was trying to make the pass. So we're definitely getting some penetration there on the defensive line, and certainly affecting what they're trying to do here.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down and 4 for the Cubs. And
they get
sack. Big time sack there for the Tiger defense.
Exactly what we need to see. There's several Tigers basically just dominated the line of scrimmage that time. Logan Martin and 53. I'm not familiar with that number for Lamar, but and Troy Onstad and just dominated the O-line and able to get the sack.
Third down and 11 for the Cubs. Tiger defense needs to put some heat on this quarterback, and that's the first time they've been able to get to him. Quarterback in shotgun, receivers just everywhere. Here's the snap. Passes away to the left, and the pass is dropped.
You can certainly tell they're a little more tentative in the way they run their routes, and certainly the way that that quarterback's he's taken a few extra steps backwards from early in the game, Kevin. So these air raid offenses, certainly a lot of momentum and a lot of energy in them, and if you can quell that energy and that momentum, you can take care of them.
Fourth down and 11 for Monett. Offense stays on the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback scans the field, passes away. It is in and out of the hands of 2 different receivers, and the Tiger defense holds. That is a defensive stop brought to you by our friend Nathan Mayberry. If you need a home loan, give him a call, 417-214-9119. Nathan Mayberry and USA Mortgage.
Yeah, that Lamar defensive line especially steps up big, and it's a total defensive effort. These D-backs and linebackers are having to stay with these receivers that are talented and run some very creative routes and screens and things, and then obviously got to have that physicality up front to be able to get to the quarterback. But if we can keep this going and limit their playmaking ability, we can sure change the tide of this game.
Powell goes under center once again into the wishbone. Going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams up the gut. He goes. He's brought down at around the 46.
Yeah, this wishbone offense has been effective, especially if we're trying to make it a physical game, and works that time. Taryn Williams just takes the handoff and able to search forward for 6. So bring up 2nd 4 on the Tiger 46.
Officially 2nd 5. Line to gain is the Monett 49.
45, Dakota Fowler.
20 seconds. Play clock and the quarter clock are the exact same. Tigers can let this run out if they want to. And 10 seconds on play clock. They're not going to come up to the line of scrimmage. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break. Again, 30 seconds after 1 quarter of action. Lamar 6, Monett 16. USA Tiger Football 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
It's Friday Night Lights in Lamar, and the Tigers are driving down the field. But you know what's even better than a touchdown? Getting into your dream home with a mortgage. That's a win every time.
I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage, and just like the Tigers, I've got a game plan. We'll get you across the goal line into a new home. So whether you're buying, refinancing, or just want a strong financial offense, call me, Nathan at USA Mortgage.
NMLS 256722, USA Mortgage NMLS 227262, Equal Housing Lender, not an offer to lend. Subject to approval and additional terms apply.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Again, homecoming night for your Tigers.
It's good to see get that defensive stop and kind of slow down this Monett offense, and now it's going to be just as important for the Tigers to drive the ball down the field and punch it in the end zone.
Tigers will be marching towards those north end zone coordinators. I can guarantee you they can all tell you what play they should be calling right here to punch one in. I used to be one of the infamous.
Good bunch of guys. They know their football.
2nd down and 5 for the Tigers from the 41. Torbeck split to the left. Ansley to the right.
It's funny. It's okay. It was my bad.
Powell in shotgun.
I'm just going to stay on it.
Well, there's going to be a flag on Monett.
They've been very aggressive on defense. They line up close to the ball and they try to anticipate. Of course, that's their kind of speed game on offense and defense. Burns them this time, gives Lamar a first down. The momentum of the game has certainly shifted.
First down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Tigers cross midfield, ball at the Monett 49. Torbeck and Ansley lined up to the left. Powell checking his armband for the play call. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Ansley goes in motion. Here's the snap. Make a handoff to Ansley, give it to Moore. He's hitting the backfield, but he's able to break a couple tackles. Still on his feet, finally driven down at the 48 after a gain of 1.
Yeah, this Monett defense stacking the box, putting 5 and 6, 7 guys on the line to try to sell out to the run. So see if we can get some diversity in play calling here and burn them on that, because it's only going to work for so long. Jaden Moore takes the handoff that time and runs hard, just runs into a wall of Monett defenders and not able to get much out of it.
Torbeck and Ansley split to the left.
7 on the line again for Monett.
And another flag. Or do we have a timeout? Let's see. Nope, it's a flag. False start.
Whitehat faked us out. He looked like he was going hands to hips, and then he started the call, almost like he didn't know what he wanted to call there.
Yeah,
Kevin.
he started to call it offsides. I was going to let him, but nope, false start. So I'll make it 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. They're on the wrong side of midfield once again. Nolting checks in for Ansley. Nolting and Torbeck split out to the left side of the formation. Williams and Moore wingbacks. Powell and shotgun. Going to be a handoff to Jaden Moore. He's trying to find room on the left side. Now he cuts upfield, crosses the 45, and brought down at the 42.
Again, really good play by Jaden Moore. Takes that handoff and runs with a lot of speed. Logan Martin, 56, does an excellent job of just sealing that left edge and turning that defensive end in and clears the way kind of for Jaden Moore. So good game. Going to bring up 3rd and 3 on the Monett 42.
Tigers got to get across the 39. They're in 4-down territory here anyway. Just over 10 minutes left in the half. Monett 16, Lamar 6. Torbeck split out to the right. Nolting to the left. Nolting goes in motion. Going to be a handoff to Moore. Trying to get to the left side. He falls down at the 41.
Yeah, he gets a clear play. Again, the Tiger O-line does a good job sealing the edge again, and he gets up there about ready to meet a Monett defender and plants to try to make a cut, and the plant foot just slipped there for him. So
yeah, the movement he had going forward, I had no doubt he's going to get that first down. Just feet failed him there.
Yep.
All right, 4th down and 2 for the Tiger offense. Nolting left, Torbeck to the right, Powell in shotgun. Nolting goes in motion, and Monett is going to be offsides.
Not quite sure what happened. Big number 75 for Monett. Perry Hazelton, that guy's 6'3", 275, and he just falls forward on the ball and gives Lamar the first down.
We'll take the free one. Free first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Tigers keeps the drive alive like Stevens Automotive keeps the car rolling. Ball placed at the Monett 36.
Hazelton checks out of the game and no doubt getting an earful from Coach Mock over there. Good for the Tigers.
Nolting and Torbeck split out to the right. Powell and shotgun. Going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams up the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 31.
Yeah, similar play to what we run a lot with Taryn. Comes from that left wing position, takes the handoff, and surges forward. Good blocks on both sides of him. He doesn't get any initial contact until he gets to the second level. The linebacker core there from Monett able to bring him down. But good gain.
Good for a 5-yard run, second down and 5. Williams checks out. Carson Parker comes into the ball game. Torbeck and Nolting out to the left side of the formation.
Monett stacked 6 in the box.
Here's a snap, quarterback keeper up the middle. Powell goes, and he's going to be brought down around the 28.
Now Powell does a good job tucking and running, kind of fakes a handoff to the right and then takes off. But he makes it through the O-line, but then runs into number 27, Kason Carr for net. We've called his game before, just big physical linebacker DN type, and able to bring Powell down.
Third down and 2 for the Tiger offense. Torbeck marching his way out to the right side of the formation. Nolting is going to join him over there. Parker and Moore are your wing backs. Nolting goes in motion right to left. Going to be a handoff to Nolting. And he's upended, but not before he picks up Tiger first down all the way to the 24.
7, Chris Spears for Monett, I think, is the one that Waylon hit on his last long run, and he didn't want to meet him that time, so he dives at his feet, and Waylon just kind of goes over top of him and rolls forward for the first down. So good play by Waylon on that go.
Again, first down's brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Still looking for our Mother Tucker's hit of the game, along with the Redneck Outdoors play of the game. 11 seconds on the play clock. Tigers break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. Williams joins Powell in the backfield. Torbeck split out to the right. Going to be a quarterback keeper by Powell. He starts right, cuts back up the middle. Good cut. Or a nice little pickup by Powell.
Yeah, he gets hit head on about 4 yards in, and then able to surge to the left and get an extra yard out of it. They're just going to give him 3, looks like.
Second down and 7. 6:45 left in the half. Lamar 6, Monett 16. Tigers just outside the red zone. Ball at the 21.
Monett fan, you're in on the fun too.
Again, Monett, 5D lineman. And probably going to walk up
from your friends,
a couple extra to just really selling out to this Lamar Tigers run.
4 seconds on the play clock. Tigers still have issues with what they're going to run here. They're going to have to burn a timeout. We're going to take a break with them. 30-second break. You're listening to Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
100 people.
Deary Grill and Chill of Lamar invite you to check out the new DQ app. Explore the menu, order ahead with easy ordering, save with weekly deals and more. Your go-to app is now cooler than ever. Locate Dairy Grill and Chill on the app and see how easy it is to order your fave eats and treats. Repeat your orders in a flash with one-click reordering and speed things up with the addition of Apple Pay. Only at DQ. Tacky tastes good. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Shout out to Lady Tennis. Brenna Morey finishing in 4th place in singles districts tennis today. So congratulations, Brenna. That's a great job.
Both teams still on the sideline is completing the timeout and getting ready to take the field here. We talked about Coach Ben Mock and playing in college at Cincinnati. Something we were able to kind of run across. A pretty well-known NFL center named Jason Kelsey got to snap it for 1 year to Coach Ben Mock. So interesting little trivia tidbit there.
Tigers take the field. Torbeck split out to the left. Looks like Williams and Powell are going to be in the backfield on this second down and 7. Parker and Moore, your wing backs. Going to be a handoff to Moore. Up the gut he goes, breaking some tackles. Good hard run by Jaden. He gets up to the 15-yard line.
He's going to be very close to the first down, but just a little bit short. Jaden takes that ball and just runs hard. Gets good initial contact from number 9, Monett. That's August Black. Good solid, defender there, linebacker for Monett, and he hits Jaden hard, but kind of bounces off, and Jaden's able to get another yard or two out of the second effort. So really close to the first down. 3rd and 1 on the Monett 15.
3rd and 1. Tigers going to have 2 shots to pick up 1 yard here. Williams in the backfield with Powell. Going to be a handoff to Williams, and he's got enough for the first down. Breaks tackles and gets all the way up to the 5.
And Taryn that time hesitates a little bit, trying to let the play develop, and almost they dive at his feet because there again they probably don't want to hit him up high because he's a punishing runner, and he's able to dodge that dive and be able to lunge forward, and his own momentum kind of takes him down. Didn't really get tackled, but able to surge forward and pick up the Tiger first down. So going to bring up first and 6, 1st and goal on the Monett 6.
First down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. Tigers knocking on the door here. They go into the wishbone. Powell under center. Here's a snap. Going to be a handoff to Moore, and he is brought down at the 1.
Awfully close. Again, that wishbone set that we like to run in these kinds of physical situations and short yardage situations.
Going to bring up 2nd and a short 1 for the Tigers.
Powell comes over the sideline to get the play.
Bob says 2nd and a short 1. I agree with him.
It looks like that ball's about halfway across the 1-yard marker. Torbeck split out to the right. Williams is in the backfield with Powell. Now they go back into the wishbone. Going to be the handoff to Moore, and he is in for 6.
Yeah, just another good, well-designed wishbone play. Very similar to what the play we just ran, and Jaden's able to punch it in the end zone.
Touchdown brought to you by Gearheads Garage. From the front and the rear end, everything else in between. Go visit them out on the outer road, just north of Lamar. Tigers come on for the 2-point conversion, chasing some points here.
Onstott and Salas check into the game for a little heavier personnel package.
Going into the wishbone.
Got Salas as the lead back, and Williams and Moore in the backfield.
Ball's handed off to Williams, and he is in for the conversion.
He is way in. Louis Salas works his way almost to the back of the end zone. He's blocking that thing so hard, and Taryn just follows him right in there. So Tigers exerting their physical will on this Monett Cub team, and they don't like it one bit.
That extra point try was brought to you by our friends at Next Gen Ag, your local Hasbro DeKalb dealer. So 4:15 left in the first half. Lamar 15, Monett 16, and they were able to chew up a lot of time. It went to quarter whenever Lamar had the ball originally, and they chewed off almost 8 minutes of play clock, left that high-powered offense sitting over on the sideline. That's what you got to do to stay in this ball game.
16-15 Tigers. Again, 4:15 left in the second quarter.
It's actually 16-14. They had messed up the scoreboard. 16-14 is correct. So we missed a 2-point conversion, and we got a 2-point conversion. Monett has converted on both of theirs.
Torbeck lines up to kick again. Probably going to see that end-over-end pooch kick. We'll see.
Kickoff brought to you by LBT. It is a high pooch kick. Fair catch at the 37.
It hasn't been the same guy lined up in that position, but they're going to the same position. That time it was number 18 from Monett. That's Michael Diaz. He's able to catch that thing, but not able to do it wisely. Just kind of falls down. And Monett's going to start about the same place they've started each drive. Last time the Tigers were able to shut them down and get a turnover on downs. Let's see this physical defensive line have the same effect, hopefully, on this drive.
3 receivers right, 2 to the left, quarterback and shotgun. There's the snap, looking to his left, passes away, caught Little slant pattern across the middle, brought down at the 45.
And 22, Carson Nesselrode with the catch that time, and he's met almost instantly by Brady Reeves, the freshman, number 10. Makes him feel it, gets a good tackle.
Monett already up to the line. Here's the shotgun snap. Pass across the middle is good, setting up some blocks. Gonna be good enough for a first down up to the 48 or 49.
Yeah, they go to Nesselrode again this time, but it's Carson Parker that hits him, and again he feels it. But Monett moves the chains. It'll bring up 1st and 10.
Passes away, caught at the 49, and the receiver gets up to the Lamar 42.
Yeah, that's Nesselrode again. They go to him 3 plays in a row.
2nd and 1 Cubs.
Brings up 2nd and 1, Monett.
Quarterback looks to his left, passes away, caught, knocked out of bounds at around 39, but there is a flag on the play.
Penalty flags come out.
Holding penalty on Monett.
I was just about to say, we've been just as aggressive on the line, but a couple of these plays, Logan Martin lines up at the nose, and he actually drops back in coverage, so we really got just 2 guys rushing that time over on the right-hand side. Not sure where they were calling the holding, but I know Taryn Williams sure had a hard time getting around his guy over on the right-hand side, so backs up Monett's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Puts him on the Monett 48.
11 for the Cubs.
2nd down and 11. Just a little over 3 minutes left in the half. Running back in the backfield, going to be a handoff here, and up the gut he goes. Gets past the line of scrimmage, brought down by the backers, but we have another penalty flag.
Yeah, that's Umfleet again. Just a quick kid, but a tough kid, like we talked to a wrestler. And, able to surge forward and got some speed.
Another holding penalty on Monett.
Against the Cubs again.
Monett's got another back we haven't seen yet tonight. 6'1", 195, number 3, Antoine Smith. Not sure what happened to him. He was a transfer kid, came in from Mesquite, Texas.
Ball is going to be placed on the 48. So the holding one at the line of scrimmage is near the end of the play.
I don't think it changes.
2nd down and 11. Monett looks at the sideline, changing the play. Here's a snap looking to his right. Pass is away, caught, and finally brought down at the 35. Big hit there. Must be enough for a Monett 1st down.
35, Alex Meeks takes off on a crossing route, kind of a slant deal off towards the middle of the field. They hit him quick for a big gain.
Monett hustles up to the line. Tigers are trying to find their man, but then they look to the sideline for the play. 1st down 10, Cubs, ball on the 34. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Here's a snap, scanning the field to his left, passes away and caught at the 26.
Washik's such a quick passer and puts a lot of mustard on that ball. So when it leaves his hand, it goes fast and pretty accurate.
His receivers are catching the ball.
Yep.
Quick pass to the left, little screen play, and it works. But I think they got him just short of the 1st down.
They go just a quick pass to the left to number 8, Braden Seitz, and he makes the catch. But we get him stopped. Brings up 3rd and 1 on the Lamar 25.
Be a handoff up the gut they go. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Finally, they whistle the play dead.
Again, they go to Umfleet, and they do a good job blocking for him. He's had a hole most of the time, and he's one of those backs that if he gets momentum, he's going to be hard to bring down, so he gets a good game.
1st down and 10 for the Cubs. Ball at the 13-yard line. 1.5 minutes left in the half. Tigers trail by 2.
The good thing about these spread teams, in when they get in the red zone, they're not as open and don't have quite as many options. A little bit easier to defend, but hasn't really stopped Monett tonight. They've got a lot of stuff they can do.
And I believe Monett's going to take a timeout, and they do. We're going to take a 30-second break again, 30 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football, Somo Sports Radio, 101.7 FM.
Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tires. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. 1:15 left in this quarter. Lamar 14, Monett 16. Monett is knocking on the door. They got 1st and 10 from the 13. And 2 timeouts still in their pocket. Lamar has 1 timeout. 3 receivers split out to the right, 2 to the left.
Empty backfield.
And he brings it back into the backfield. Here's the snap, going to be a handoff, trying to get around left side. Met at the line of scrimmage. Good play by Lamar defense. No gain on the run.
Umfleet takes the handoff that time and is met right at the line of scrimmage by big Logan Martin. And he's able to wrap those big paws around him and wrestle him down. Umfleet definitely felt that hit when he got to the line of scrimmage.
Number 56, Logan Martin.
56 seconds left on the clock. Clock continues to run. Lamar will get the ball at halftime. Scans the field, passes away to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the goal line at the 1.
Just kind of a crazy route. Sight surges forward and then does a quick turn and is wide open and catches that pass. Makes another quick turn and surges forward, but the Lamar defensive secondary is able to kind of meet him there at about the 2 and get him stopped.
Monett takes another timeout, so will we. 30-second break. Listen to Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Again, 41 seconds left in the half. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 for Monett.
They'll line Umfleet up in the backfield. That typically means they're going to run somebody, but not necessarily.
Quarterback in the pistol. Here's a snap. Quick pass to the right is away and no good.
Way overthrown.
But there's a late flag. Man, I don't know about that one. After the ball was past the receiver, the defender kind of fell across his legs, but
pass interference against the Tigers. So they'll go half the distance. Replay the down. That penalty doesn't cost you as much as it does, in a big downfield play.
And Monett is in for 6 with the run.
They hand it off to Umfleet, and Briar Eatson meets him right at the line of scrimmage, and just the forward momentum Umfleet's able to get, is able to kind of surge forward into the end zone there. So we talk about this Monett offense and doing things unconventional we're not used to seeing in the Big 8. They play a lot of 7-on-7 in the summer, and they actually spent some time in the Southeast going to Georgia and Alabama. So they've been practicing this thing, and it shows.
2-point conversion. Quarterback scans the field, wants to pass the ball, pass to the left. Receiver is wide open, just nobody on him.
Well-designed play by the Cubs. Washek rolls out to his right and has his eyes and eye discipline to focus over there on the right side. Umfleet's able to kind of come out of the backfield and roll out to the left, and he's just wide open. Nobody goes with him, and Washek quickly turns and hits him in the end zone.
That gives Monett a 10-point lead, 24-14. About 30 seconds left in the half. Lamar does have one timeout. Monett special teams on the field. Here come the Tigers.
Hinojosa lines up again to kick. Number 62 from Monett, the junior left-footed kicker.
Two return men back to the 15 for the Tigers. And we had an extra whistle blow. And Monett's coach is on the field. I don't know what he's doing.
And Coach Ben Mock out on the field at about the 25. He didn't like something. He's not afraid to let the officials know what he thinks.
White Hat still talking to the Monett coach over there on the sideline. Especially for just special teams coming out. Kind of odd that we're so animated here for this. And I think they're still going after it.
I'm not quite sure what he saw he didn't like there, but he definitely did not like it. The White Hat listened, but he didn't any changes or anything. So Hinojosa lines up again for this left-footed kick.
Little pooch kick, and it's going to roll out of bounds. So there'll be a penalty. Lamar will get the ball out at 35.
Kick goes out of bounds. Tigers will have it from their own 35.
He's been doing these pooch kicks and kind of picking his target and looks right at him. And that time he looks in the direction of the kick, but he kicks it long and goes out of bounds down around the 15.
So 35 seconds to work with. Lamar does have one timeout. Torbeck split out to the left. Williams in the backfield with Powell.
Drop the clock.
Here is the snap, going to be more up the middle, breaking some tackles. Finally brought down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, very similar play to what we've ran with Jaden Moore, and he just runs so hard. Just a sophomore, number 22 for Lamar, and they'll take the line of scrimmage really fast.
They're going to clock the ball, and there's a flag.
Number 11 came through that line from Monett very fast.
They're going to call a legal shift on Lamar.
Illegal shift penalty against the Tigers.
So that brings second down at 8. Ball back to the 37.
One thing that's different about this Lamar offense, especially last week, Lamar actually threw it 21 times and completed about half of them. So we do have that pass ability there with Powell for sure.
Going to be another handoff to Moore. Up the middle he goes. Brought down at the 43.
And number 0, Eli Robinson for Monett, rather than make the tackle, tries to grab the ball, but he doesn't get it. But he is able to wrestle Jaden down. But he's able to pick up, not before he picks up several on that play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Lamar takes their final timeout with 10 seconds left in the half. They trail Monett 14-24. As we said, Lamar will receive the kickoff of the second half. Stay tuned. We'll have the stats brought to you by Arvest along with our halftime show. We'll go over the stats of this game along with scores from around the area and state.
Fun fact, too, we talked about the Monett program and the rich history they have. Our own coach, Adam Martin, throwing coach and offensive line coach here for Lamar. Actually, at least two-time state champion in shot and discus for the Monett Cubs and football player back in the day too. He did say this week he would not be wearing purple.
Torbeck to the right, Nolting to the left. Nolting goes in motion left to right. Fake the handoff, some heat on Powell, and he's going to be sacked.
And number 0 again, Eli Robinson is able to just kind of come through the line over on the left-hand side. Not sure if we missed a blocking assignment, but he came through there untouched, and Powell just didn't have anywhere to go.
All right, we're going to take a 4-minute break. Again, a 4-minute break. We come back. We will have the halftime stats. You listen to Lamar Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated, proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area athletes and students. McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be members of the Lamar community. And whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar community.
Your hometown team for exceptional eye care is Vision Solutions, with locations in Lamar, Nevada, and Webb City. Whether you need glasses, contacts, or medical eye care, Vision Solutions will help you see better and look great. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers, providing Tiger student athletes with winning edge vision since 1969. Follow them on Facebook or book your eye exam at myvisionsolutions.com or call 682-3301.
You want real pizza made fresh with homemade dough and sauce with all the ingredients? Go to Mother Tucker's Pizza. Your perfect pizza is waiting, and they have curbside delivery. Dine in, a daily buffet, fresh daily salad, or you can try nachos, wings, mushrooms, and toasted right out of the oven sandwiches. Mother Tucker's Pizza has 12 specialty pizzas, or they can custom make yours. They also have a huge patio to hang out with friends and family. Come on by before the game. Mother Tucker's Pizza, the pizza you've been waiting on. Next to the golf course in Lamar. Call ahead, 681-0855.
It's Friday Night Lights in Lamar, and the Tigers are driving down the field. But you know what's even better than a touchdown? Getting into your dream home with a mortgage. That's a win every time.
I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage, and just like the Tigers, I've got a game plan. We'll get you across the goal line into a new home. So whether you're buying, refinancing, or just want a strong financial offense, call me, Nathan at USA Mortgage.
NMLS 256722, USA Mortgage NMLS 227262, Equal Housing Lender, not an offer to lend. Subject to approval and additional terms apply.
Farming is a competitive business, which is why the 4-state farmers entrust their grain handling to Brandt, like Brandt's Field Grain Belts, capable of moving up to 14,000 bushels per hour. These belts are the most efficient in their class, saving you time and money. Our full line of augers, belts, carts, and vacs gets the job done every time. So if you're looking for an advantage at harvest time, get yourself some worry-free performance from Brandt and lead the field. Check out Seton Farm at their new location at 33 Northeast 1st Lane, just north of McDonald's in Lamar. Check them out online at SetonFarm.com or give them a call at 417-682-6465.
Does your car shake, rattle and roll? Barely? Then it's time to see the auto specialists at Stevens Automotive. At Stevens, they have the experience to diagnose your car and get it back to running smooth the way it should be. At Stevens Automotive, they can handle engine repairs, transmissions, brakes, oil changes, air conditioning, you name it, they fixed it. Stevens can get you back on the road with a smile on your face and money left in your pocket. Stop by and have Gary take care of all your automotive needs and grab a cup of coffee. 300 West 12th Street in Lamar or call 682-3371. Have a great year, Tigers, from Stevens Automotive.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. You're listening to Jones Plumbing Heating and Air Halftime Show. Be sure to give them a call for all of your heating and air conditioning needs. 417-682-2780, your local Rude dealer. And halftime stats. Hit that ad read for me, Mr. Brown.
Tonight's stats and highlights are sponsored by Arvest Bank, proud supporters of the Lamar Tigers, and all the folks who have a positive impact in the communities we serve. With 14 convenient area locations, Arvest offers tailored financial solutions that help farms, families, and communities thrive.
Okay, I'm going to preface this. Monett's running their offense so dadgum fast, I can't keep up with who catches the ball. This is just going to be team aggregates here, and that's what you get. Be happy that you're getting that.
Duly noted.
So starting off with Monett, rushing. So combined with the quarterback and the running backs, 6 carries, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. Touchdown run was 1 yard. Passing, 13 completions for 175 yards. There was a Nestle Road caught one of those. We know that. They do have 5 penalties, 2 holding, 2 offsides, and no turnovers. They've taken 1 sack and had 1 turnover on downs.
Their most productive receivers have certainly been Nestle Road and Meeks. They went to Nestle Road 3 times in a row on that one drive. So,
for your Tigers, I do have names and numbers on this one. Rushing, Jaden Moore, 9 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Long 48-yarder for the first Tiger touchdown. Taryn Williams, 7 carries, 35 yards. He does have a 2-point conversion. Powell, 5 carries for 9 yards. Carson Parker, 1 carry for 6 yards. Waylon Nolting, 2 carries for 4 yards. So as a team, Tigers 24 carries, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. Passing, Powell, no completions. Did have one that's kind of a heartbreaker. Tigers would have had the conversion, had a drop pass that stalled out that drive. Penalties, Lamar has 7. 3 false starts, 1 holding, illegal shift, offsides, and a horse collar. No turnovers, Lamar's allowed 1 sack. Scoring summaries. Monett started off the action with a 13-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion was good, brought the score 8-0. Lamar with a 48-yard touchdown run by Jaden Moore. The 2-point conversion failed, brought the score 8-6. Monett, 9-yard touchdown pass, 2-point conversion good, brought the score 16-6. Lamar, 1-yard touchdown run by Moore, 2-point conversion good by Williams, score 16-14. And there at the end of the half, Monett, 1-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion pass was good. Brings us to the score of 24-14. So the spread offense, it's doing what it does. There's a reason they've put 70 burgers up on the scoreboard this season. So whether or not you believe it, Lamar's kind of kept that a little bit in check, but it's not necessarily been the defense. It's been the offense having sustained long drives. They had one that was over 8 minutes long, and that's what that's got to be the recipe in the second half if you want to stay in this ball game.
Yeah, good news is it's been back and forth as far as the scoring. Monett, Lamar, Monett, Lamar, Monett. Good news is we get the ball to start the second half. So hopefully we can start the score and get it close. The big difference in the game, too, as far as the score goes, something different as we talked about in pregame. Monett not been kicking. They've been going for 2 every time. They've been very successful, 3 for 3 on those 2-point conversions. So that's the difference in the ball game right now.
Again, those are your halftime stats brought to you by Arvest Bank. We're going to go ahead and take another break. We're going to take a 4-minute break. Again, 4 minutes. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Bearded Bee Coffee Company was born to share the joy of incredible coffee with the world. Bearded Bee works directly with small farms to bring you the highest quality beans while making sure the hardworking farmers are paid a fair price. No matter your position in life, we invite you to experience what coffee was intended to be. Bearded Bee, located across from the old Blue Top, the only local roastery in Lamar. Try one of our signature selections and see what everybody's talking about. Order online and pick up at the coffee spot. Second location coming soon. BeardedBeeCoffeeCompany.com.
Some things in life you can just rely on, like the comfy fit of a favorite pair of jeans and the tried and true performance of a new home comfort system from Rude. So here's to reliability, built into everything we do. Rely on Rude.
Get reliable year-round comfort with the new HVAC system installed by the pros at Jones Plumbing, Heat, and Air, the local team you can rely on because the best is not too good for you. Give them a call at 682-2780 and find them fast in names and numbers. Did you know that a lot of the safety for any automobile rests on your tires? Underinflated or worn-out tires can lead to an accident. Don't take a chance with your most precious cargo, your family and friends. If it's time to replace your tires, visit Lamar Truck and Tire for an outstanding deal on a set of Yokohama tire. And you may want to have them check the oil and brakes as well. Then you'll ride easy knowing your family is safe. Lamar Truck and Tire open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and offering 24-hour call-out service. Lamar Truck and Tire just behind the Lamar Travel Plaza on the West Outer Road of 49 Highway. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Does your car sound like this? It probably could use some attention. You gotta get it to Gearheads. Gearheads Garage, 206 Northeast 1st Lane in Lamar. Full automotive repairs, bumper to bumper, and full service from the front end all the way to the rear end, even tires. Visit Brian or Leo and schedule your next vehicle maintenance at Gearheads Garage in Lamar. Proud sponsor of Lamar Sports. Check out Gearheads Garage on Facebook. Get your car to Gearheads. You might say we're geared for it.
At Lamar Bank and Trust, we're proud to be your hometown bank, Lamar's only locally owned and operated bank, serving this community for nearly 100 years. Whether you're managing your everyday banking needs, saving for the future, buying a home, or building your business, we're here to help you every step of the way. Banking with LBT is always a win. Visit LBT today, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Deary Grill and Chill of Lamar invites you to check out the new DQ app. Explore the menu, order ahead with easy ordering, save with weekly deals, and more. Your go-to app is now cooler than ever. Locate Deary Grill and Chill on the app and see how easy it is to order your fave eats and treats. Repeat your orders in a flash with one-click reordering, and speed things up with the addition of Apple Pay. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Beardy's Custom and Collision can customize your prize ride. Bring it back from what it was to what it can be, and to any extreme you can imagine. Chopped, lowered, painted, or back to original glory. Beardy's Custom and Collision also does basic to extreme repairs on your everyday driver. If you've had a fender bender or a major crash, Beardy's can put it back just like it was. They work with your insurance too to make sure everything's taken care of. Beardy's Custom and Collision treats your car just like it was their own. East of Lamar on 160, then straight on Highway E. Give them a call, 417-537-0018, or check them out on Facebook. Beardy's Custom and Collision. That's BEARDIES, custom with a K and collision.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back to the Jones Plumbing Halftime Show. Going to look at some scores from across the area and the state. At halftime, Eldon 0, Blair Oaks 55.
Wow.
South Shelby 0, Centralia 28. Butler 0, Warsaw 42. I can already see a collision course in that district. It's going to be Warsaw, Blair Oaks. In the Big 8, Aurora 7, East Newton 26. That's at the half. Seneca 28, Mack County 12. That's at the half. Marionville 14, Sarcoxy 0. That's in the third. Republic 21, Carthage 7. That's at the half. Valley Catholic 19, Central Park Hills 20. North Platte 8, Mid Buck 21. That's at the half. Bowling Green 6, Montgomery County 16. That's at the half. Brookfield 0, South Harrison 9. That's at the half. Adrian 14, California 0. That's at the half. A couple of district opponents here. Stockton 25, Diamond 7. That's at the half. It's Webb City all over Willard, 48-0 in the second. And the SCA, Liberty Mountain View 51, Kabul 0. That's at the half. No score reported out of Fairgrove versus Reed Spring. No score reported out of Richmond versus Holden. El Dorado Springs 14, Sherwood 7. That's at the half. And here's a surprise at the half. Cassville 14, Nevada 14. That one's up in Nevada tonight, so close ball game there. Also at the half, knotted up at 14's Joplin 14, Neosho 14. Mount Vernon up 7-0 over Parkview. No score for Greenfield shown. Last night, it was the Lockwood Tigers all over New Heights Christian, 63-8. Lockwood's got something cooking there in 8-man.
I think so.
This year, they're looking to make a run. So good luck to those LT Tigers over there.
Another one I got here is Springfield Catholic is up 7-0 in Buffalo. That's an early score. It says the first quarter, but Springfield Catholic, the 1 seed over in District 3 in Class 2. So Lamar and Holden are really close in the District 4 standings. I think Holden's got a 1 or 2 point edge there. So District 4 will play District 3. So if the Tigers are able to get it done in the district playoffs, would meet very likely at this point that Springfield Catholic team.
It was become a new tradition. We've got the former cheerleader alumni on the field to do the fight song. Let's see who remembers it. Keisha McElroy, you don't. You're out. Let's see here. Everybody else looks like they're on beat. Hey, Keisha caught back up.
A couple of them are cheaters. They did it. They just did this last year, and
I think you're calling out your daughter out there.
Coach Vasti Stevens right in the middle of them. She does such a good job with this cheer program, and obviously a cheerleader herself. And a little known fact, she probably puts more athletes at the college level than any coach Lamar's ever had. She's got 2 or 3 of them cheering in college now, and her Missouri Valley College alumnus herself, where she cheered for 4 years, and just good to see these alumni out here. Not as many as we had last year, but yeah, they definitely still know this fight song.
Good job to the band, good job to the cheerleaders, good job to the alumni. Giving us some entertainment here on homecoming evening here at the TMO.
Alumni cheerleaders. Give it up for our alumni cheerleaders.
All right, we're about 3 minutes before they come back out, and then they'll reset the clock. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Again, 3 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
The management staff and all employees of Redneck Outdoors, one of the Barton County area's largest employers, would like to wish the Barton County area teams a great year. Redneck Outdoors is always a supporter of area student athletes, band members, cheerleaders, and the entire school system. It takes a lot to create a winning team, and Redneck Outdoors would like to recognize everyone involved. Redneck is always looking for qualified applicants for employment and is proud to support the Barton County area's workforce. Redneck offers competitive wages, health health benefits, 401k, as well as an employee stock ownership program. You can apply at 1705 Gulf, Lamar, Missouri, or call 417-682-1927. Redneck Outdoors, nationally known, locally owned and operated. Proud to be a part of Barton County. Redneck is an equal opportunity employer.
McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be a supporter of all area athletes and students. McDonald's of Lamar is proud to be members of the Lamar community. And whether you dine in or drive through, they strive to give you the best and most courteous service around. McDonald's of Lamar. Make them your first stop before each game and check out their full menu of great food, drinks, coffee, and ice cream. McDonald's of Lamar, proudly supporting the Lamar community.
Your hometown team for exceptional eye care is Vision Solutions, with locations in Lamar, Nevada, and Webb City. Whether you need glasses, contacts, or medical eye care, Vision Solutions will help you see better and look great. Vision Solutions is a proud supporter of the Lamar Tigers, providing Tiger student athletes with winning edge vision since 1969. Follow them on Facebook or book your eye exam at mindvisionsolutions.com or call 682-3301.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Pretty neat thing just there out on the field. Saw it a couple weeks ago with, I think it was Missouri Southern, a couple scholarships handed out, students from both teams. Beyond the relationship in the Big 8, obviously you got Cox Barton County, but there is Cox Monett as well. The Cox Monett president, I believe, is the president over at Cox Barton County, if memory serves me correct, but they just gave out 4 $1,000 scholarships to the Lamar students. So there's the Potter.
Kinsley Potter.
I couldn't think of her first name. And Preston Hines from Lamar, and then 2 gentlemen from Monett. We're also recognized.
Yeah, we got to witness that ceremony down at Monett last year. Obviously, they try to do it during this game because they get to recognize the kids from both communities that they serve. So, real neat deal to see a big hospital chain like Cox that's obviously based out of Springfield, but does a good job running Cox Barton County here in that Monett facility too. So good to see them giving back to young people that want to pursue careers in healthcare.
You got the LBT Dash. If you haven't seen this, they take the young one's shoes, they line them up at the 50, put them in the end zone. They got to run down, find their shoes, and then run back. And there's some that just now found their shoes while others were already in the end zone. But that may be the youngest group I've seen out there so far for the Dash. So,
yeah, I'm told by some of the kids that have done this that you have to select the right kind of shoes because they can't fall off, but you need to be able to get them on quick. So
you got to have like your on clouds, or you got to have the just kind of your throw around shoes that you can just slip those suckers on and off.
And we've seen it kind of backfire on some of it. They can run really fast if they've got good running shoes, but then they're a pain to get on when you get there. There's definitely some strategy involved, and so good to see LBT do kind of a new twist to the halftime games that they've always been so good at supporting.
My 11-year-olds say throw on the Crocs and put them in sport mode. So strap up the back and go. So little words of wisdom there for when this comes up on senior night here in a couple weeks when we face Seneca. Another chance for that, and I'm assuming the LBT will probably do that during districts as well. So got a few more shots at it. Got about 50 seconds here, then we'll have second half action. Again, Lamar's going to start off with football.
As we get ready.
One thing that I've noticed, Kevin, about this Monett team as compared to last year, obviously they've got another year in this offense, so they've had some time to perfect it. But as we've talked, not very many drops, good hands on all these receivers. They've probably been spending some time on the jugs machine. But one thing that I really noticed is just the strength and conditioning. Conditioning especially, they run this no-huddle offense, and everybody you can tell is in good shape. They're used to running a lot of routes, covering some yards, and so they're in good physical shape and able to do that. And even on the defensive side, where they're not running the long yards every play, they're noticeably stronger and more conditioned than they've been in years past. So
Lamar's got 2 return men set up at the 15-yard line. Kickoff brought to you by our friends at Lamar Bank and Trust.
Again, Hinojosa lines up. The left-footed kicker for Monett.
I just got a text that the scholarships were also matched by Dr. Sturgill and Mandy Sturgill, so hats off to them for that. Ball is caught at the 17-yard line for the Tigers. Good return here all the way up to the 38.
Knowlton catches that ball on the fly and takes off running. Is able to get 15, 20 yards on that return. I didn't exactly see where he caught it, but he does what Waylon does. The sophomore, not very big and not very heavy, but man, he's got some wheels and he runs with authority.
Close enough. We're going to call it a 21-yard return. First down, 10 Tigers. Torbeck split out to the left. Knowlton, where's that? Ansley to the right. Ansley to the right. On the far end, Williams with the ball. Breaks some tackles. Crosses the 50, the 45. And brought down at the 43-yard line. Good run by Taryn Williams.
More good blocks by the Lamar O-line. Looks like they got some fire talked into them at halftime. Logan Martin especially seals that right-hand edge and frees Williams to run around to the right side. And then he largely gets untouched until he's clear into the secondary, and then he sheds the first tackler and finally is brought down. Brings up that good game.
20-yard run on first down. Knowlton comes in for Ansley. Torbeck split out to the left. Powell and shotgun. Knowlton to the right. 5 seconds on the play clock. Knowlton goes in motion right to left. We have a flag on the play, and it will be a false start.
There again, we had some different motion things going on. We had Waylon sweeping in from his receiver position off to the right, and I don't know if it was the receiver on the left-hand side or somebody on the O-line that moved, but this Monett defensive line very, very much anticipates the snap, and they've been burned on it a couple times with offsides, but makes the O-line gets them a little jitters sometimes too, because they know they're going to be fast off the ball. So
Torbeck split to the left. Tigers still have some problems with another false start. They just aren't getting it together here.
Yeah, they decided to shift or line up opposite the way they first came out, and I'm not sure they.
I don't even think all the line was set. They called the false start there.
Yeah, they weren't even. Yeah, nobody was set yet, and they called the first start, or false start. It's going to bring up a long first and 20. One on the stick. I think it actually is second down.
No, it's first and 20 because
Okay.
it's coming off the Williams run.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the snap. Going to be a handoff to Williams, trying to get around the right side. And he bursts forward about to the 45 of Monett.
Almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Very, very similar, if not the exact same play they ran where he got that 20-yard gain. He just doesn't get quite as far this time. Again, Lamar O-line does a good job getting the right side of the line, of the edge, defensive edge sealed over there, and Taryn able to get a good gain out of that. Looks like you're going to bring up second and 13 on the Monett 45.
Tigers go in motion. Going to be a quarterback keeper by Powell. And he's only going to get about a yard.
Yeah, he does a spin move and fakes the handoff that Knowlton is coming over on that jet sweep fake. He does that spin move and then surges forward, but he gets met by a pretty good line of Monett defenders. They're still stacking several 5-6 in the box each time and really doing a pretty good job overall defending this Lamar Tiger running attack.
That's going to bring third down and 12 for the Tiger offense.
The setup on the Monett 44.
Two receivers split out to the left, Powell and shotgun. Now they go under center. Looking to pass the ball. Powell pass is caught by Torbeck. He's going to get a first down.
Yeah, interesting play. They switch it last minute and line up kind of in the wishbone, which we've run a lot successfully. But Powell quickly drops back and finds a cutting Torbeck, and he makes a good catch and is able to get enough for the first down. Kind of gives Monett a little bit of their own medicine. and opens up this offense. They're not going to be able to sell out to the run every time.
First down brought to you by our friends at Stevens Automotive. First down 10 for the Tigers. Ball on the 30-yard line. 8:45 left in the third. Lamar 14, Monett 24. Taryn Williams in the backfield with Powell, but now they shift to the wishbone. Going to be a hand switch to the wishbone. Here's a snap. Going to be a pitch to, I think that's Jaden Moore trying to find some room on the left side. And he's going to get up to about the 25. We got a Monett player down grabbing his knee there. We're going to see he's hurt. He's hurting.
Yeah, that's number 40. Tucker Anderson, one of their good defensive starters. Yeah, he's hurting. Able to get up under his own power and kind of limps around. Hopefully they'll give him a play or two to kind of catch up with that. It looks like the back judge was maybe going to talk to him a little bit, but he comes back to his defensive end position and brings up 3rd and 5 on the Monett 25.
One receiver left, one right. Going to be a handoff to Moore trying to get around the left side, and he does. Up to the 20, brought down at the 15.
Yeah, good typical run by Jaden Moore, the sophomore. Just runs hard, runs fast, but he gets good blocks that time by Logan Martin and Brady Guerrero on the left-hand side. Just lots of daylight when he turns that left edge and he's able to move forward. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Lamar and down to the Monett 15.
First down brought to you by our friends at Stevens Automotive. Tigers keep the drive alive like Stevens Automotive. Keeps your car rolling.
That's 6:53 left there in the third quarter.
So they've used about half the quarter so far. In long, methodical drives, what we got to do, keep Monett's offense on the sideline. Knowlton goes in motion left to right, and we have a flag.
Yeah.
And they're going to call a false start.
I'm not seeing who's moving. I mean,
Monett's in wide out, just take off.
Again, the Monett defense anticipates the play, and so they're right up there. So they call this one on Lamar. It's going to back them up. They'll be 1st and 15 on the Monett 20. Clock's down to 6:33.
The sideline judge was flashing numbers over to Lamar's sideline. I think it was on 87. It's the only one that's got that many numbers to be able to put up with your fingers, I saw. Going to be a quarterback keeper by Powell. He's going to be brought down at the 16.
Quarterback keeper.
Yeah, good quarterback keep play. One more block, and he would have had a big game, but able to get over there around the left-hand side. Show a little bit of his speed, but Clayton Powell can throw the ball, but he's also just a good power runner. But got some speed if he's got some daylight in front of him. So shows it on that play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 11 on the Monett 16. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's more of a Mack truck. You got it. Once you get it in gear, he's got it going. Going to be another quarterback keeper by Powell up the gut. He goes following blockers, and he is in for 6.
Give credit to Logan Powell for letting that play develop, but also give credit to that Lamar O-line. He largely was untouched right until he got to the end zone, and then it wasn't much. And like you said on the last play, he uses that Mack truck momentum just to get him in the end zone. But credit that offensive line, too, and just for dominating the Monett defense that time. Brings the score 20-24, and Lamar's going to line up to go for 2.
Huge play right here to stay within a field goal.
Got Trent Torbeck lining up. Or no, that is Powell.
That's Powell in the backfield.
It's hard to tell between an 8 and a 6 sometimes.
And it's going to be another quarterback keeper. He's met in the backfield, still on his feet, but he is going to be denied.
2-point conversion fails for the Tigers.
Monett stunts a little bit on defense, moves some guys around, and comes through in unconventional gaps there, and just able to kind of meet Powell in the backfield. But he's able to get a second effort and gets up close to the end zone, but just falls a little bit short. So
5:36 left in the third. Lamar 20, Monett 24. Special teams already made their way on the field, so we'll stay right here.
Now it's going to be this particular drive is going to be important for the momentum in this game. Lamar defense needs to really come out and be physical, like they were on the drive where they stalled Monett. Take over the physical aspect of this game again and kind of diminish the effort and energy on the Monett side of the field.
Tigers 6, Cubs 44.
Monett can score in a hurry. They took the opening kickoff, ran several plays, and only took a minute 12 off the clock. And Logan Martin's back in to kick for the Tigers. See what he does with this ball. And it's a line drive kick, but looks like Lamar's going to be offsides. And they're going to have to kick it deeper.
Yeah, we've seen Trent Torbeck kicking so far tonight on those pooches. A little different strategy this time. They go for a line drive right at a player, and the Tigers anticipating not really an onside, but one of those situations where they're hoping to hit a guy and get the ball back real quick, and just kind of backfired on them. Some of the pursuers got a little greedy and took off a little early.
Teed up now from the 35. Here's the Martin kick once again. Another line drive on the ground and another flag.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Just a line drive. A lot of velocity on that kick and be very hard to field.
Jackson Byers was 87 last week.
Martin lines up again.
Now kicking off from the 30. Kicks it deep. It's caught at the 30. Return man up to the 40, 45, and brought down on the 49.
34, I think that's the sophomore, Cooper Thurman. Monett program is a little bit hard to follow. They've got several duplicate numbers. I guess that happens when you have 86 kids, but sure makes it hard for the commentators to kind of figure out who's got the ball, especially on these kids that aren't playing every down. But good deep kick and a solid return. Monett's going to get it at their own 49.
Quarterback in the pistol. Lamar's offsides.
Again, goes back to those things. We've got to be able to keep our focus. Got to be businesslike on these plays. And Lamar just running a three-man front. Probably trying to stun or run a blitz type package there on that play, and just got a little ahead of ourselves.
1st and 5 for the Cubs. Ball across midfield. Here's a snap. Pass to the right, and it's going to fall incomplete.
We definitely were. We ran a blitz with all three defensive linemen, or at least they surged forward, and they were able to kind of diminish. Dylan Washik didn't have the freedom that he usually does on those pass plays, and fortunately he's the pressure makes him miss his target.
2nd down and 5 wide for the Cubs. A little heat on the quarterback this time. Now he gets the pass off. It is complete. Going to be good enough for a 1st down. All the way up to the 36.
Yeah, Lamar brought the pressure again that time, but Washik steps forward a little bit and able to dodge those blitzers and makes a good pass. Just doing what they do. Got to be able to stop this.
High snap, but covered up by the quarterback. But the tackle's made in the backfield.
Yeah, they just do a little dump pass to 22. Again, that's Nessel Road, and he kind of comes back in from that wide position and catches it just a little bit behind the line of scrimmage, and Lamar defense right there to able to bring him down. So
call it 2nd and 12. Running back joins the quarterback in the backfield. Going to be a handoff. Up the middle he goes and brought down, but there is a late flag. That's got to be a holding.
Yeah, Umfleet again takes the handoff and surges forward, and he doesn't get very far past the Lamar defensive line. He's able to get brought down.
It is a holding penalty on Monett.
Brady Geyer checks out of the game, kind of holding his arm. We'll hope he's all right.
It's probably the most penalized game I've seen so far this year. A little flag happy out there.
Jackson Byers, Lewis Salas, and Troy Onstadt, the three-man defensive front for Lamar. Got Umfleet in the backfield for Monett.
Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. Passes away, but high and caught. What a catch. No, he dropped. What are they saying? They're saying he caught it.
Coach Ben Knox right there signaling the catch right in the line judge's ear. So
it
was close. Same formation with feet in the backfield.
I'd have to look at the high school rule. I don't know if they have to control it to the ground, but man, he had it in the air, but by the time he hit the ground, the ball was out.
3rd and 4 on the Tiger 31. 3:53 left in the third quarter.
No way.
Pass complete. Still seems that these receivers are able to take off a step early almost every play. It has not been called yet.
It sure seems that way. They were watching that on the Lamar kickoff, but I'm not sure they're watching it on the Monett offensive plays.
Going to be a handoff, run up the right side, and finally brought down at around the 12.
Yeah, Trent Torbeck able to come over unfleet. We've called his name a bunch tonight. Just such a good speedy running back with some power, too. Picks up a bunch on that play. He's going to bring up 1st and 10 on the Tiger 12. Defense needs a big stop here for the Tigers.
Monett can get a first down before they reach the end zone. Quick pass out to the left. Well defended by the Tigers. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Good job by Carson Parker that time. Comes up from his linebacker position and is able to get a hold of number 8. That's Braden Seitz for the Cubs and get him brought down in the backfield. So those quick passes aren't always successful if our defense is prepared.
He gets rid of it quick.
2nd and 12 for the Cubs. Ten seconds left on the play clock. Monett looking at their sideline. Now they get back up to the line. Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. Passes back across his body to the left, but well defended by the Tigers.
Yeah, Logan Martin had a bead on Washik that time and jumped up, and he barely got that pass away. And then again, Carson Parker's right there to wrap up the defender. So a short gain, but not very much.
And we got a timeout called by Lamar. We're going to take a 30-second break. Again, 30 seconds to listen to Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Soma Sports Radio.
Deary Grill and Chill of Lamar invite you to check out the new DQ app. Explore the menu, order ahead with easy ordering, save with weekly deals and more. Your go-to app is now cooler than ever. Locate Deary Grill and Chill on the app and see how easy it is to order your fave eats and treats. Repeat your orders in a flash with one-click reordering and speed things up with the addition of Apple Pay. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Well, he sucks.
Oh, he's bad. We went down and showed him that rule.
Yeah, little conversation up here, a little discombobulation with the reffing crew not knowing how the time works. In the 2025 season, they had to go, the illustrious crew up here in the press box had to go show them at halftime that they were correct, and he was not. So, glad that we got that fixed at halftime.
3rd and 9 on the Tiger 11.
They do have a running back in the backfield this time. Here is the snap rolling to his right. Passes away. Intercept! Oh, dropped. Taryn Williams had it and then dropped it.
Lamar secondary's playing lights out on these last couple plays, and they're staying with these receivers and doing a good job. I'm not going to tell you it's a zone or a man-to-man or what coverage it is, but we're doing a good job of shutting down those receivers. So Monett's got 4th and 9 on the Tiger 11.
Monett looks over to their sideline. They do have 5 wide. Huge play here for the Tiger defense. There's the snap.
They moved before snap.
Passes
way
up
before.
And incomplete. No flag on the play. Turnover on downs. Huge stop for the Tiger defense. Defensive stop brought to you by Nathan Mayberry, USA Mortgage. Give me a call, 417-214-9119.
That time, as we watched those Monett receivers, they got a big jump. No call, of course, but 22 Nessel Road sneaks into the end zone, but Lamar Tiger defenders, Toby Ansley's right there with him, able to knock that thing down. And so now the Tigers get the big stop. They got a long field. Again, they need to make a long drive.
How about a 14-minute drive?
Sounds really good.
First down 10, Tigers. Here's the snap. Going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams. Up the right side he goes, and brought down near the 15-yard line.
Number 6 on the carry for the Tigers.
Taryn just does a play. We run quite a little bit with him. He comes from that left wing position, takes a handoff, and surges forward. He'll pick up 4, brings up 2nd and 6 on the Tiger 15. 1:46 left in the third quarter.
Second down and 6. One receiver left, one right. Powell in shotgun. Knowlton goes in motion. Going to be a handoff to him. He has a seam, cuts up, and brought down at the 20.
Again, good performance there by the Lamar offensive line. Big hole for Wayland to come in, and he gets to the second level and gets hit by the linebacker, but not before he gets the first down. So brings up Lamar. They'll have a 1st and 10 on their 21. Steadily moving the ball and eating up clock. 1:11 left in the third quarter.
First down 10 for the Tigers. Torbeck split to the right, Knowlton to the left. Powell goes under center. Going to be a handoff to Jaden Moore, and he's going to fall forward to about the 25.
They shift into that kind of a makeshift wishbone without the lead blocker, and they hand it off to Moore, and he'll surge forward and pick up about 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Set up at the Lamar 25. Down to 34 seconds left in the third quarter.
So they'll have to run one more play, and then they'll let it go down into the fourth quarter after this play. Torbeck split out to the left. Williams in the backfield with Powell. Going to be a handoff to Moore. Trying to get around the right side. He's going to be tackled in the backfield.
And Lamar O-line that time doesn't get that left side sealed. So when Moore comes around to that left side, he gets tackled and is going to go backwards a little bit. So going to bring up 3rd and 14. So loss of 8 on the play.
That's going to bring it into the third quarter of action. We're going to take a 30-second break. Again, 30 seconds. You're listening to Lamar Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
It's Friday Night Lights in Lamar, and the Tigers are driving down the field. But you know what's even better than a touchdown? Getting into your dream home with a mortgage. That's a win every time.
I'm Nathan Mayberry with USA Mortgage, and just like the Tigers, I've got a game plan. We'll get you across the goal line into a new home. So whether you're buying, refinancing, or just want a strong financial offense, call me Nathan at USA Mortgage.
NMLS 256722, USA Mortgage NMLS 227262, Equal Housing Lender, not an offer for lend. Subject to approval and additional terms apply.
Then he shouldn't be wearing a white hat.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
That's bad. And welcome back, Tiger fans. Welcome to the fourth quarter of action here at Thomas M. O'Sullivan. Next week, I believe the Tigers are going to be traveling to Aurora, face the Hound Dogs. It's been a minute since we've been to Aurora.
It has. When the Big 8 went to the Big 14, I think we went down there maybe the first 2 years and haven't been back since.
It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Ball is on the 22. Line to gain the 32. Sorry, the 31. Torbeck split out to the right. Williams in the backfield with Powell. Going to be a quarterback keeper by Powell. He dives up the middle, gets up to about the 29.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
And with the field position, we got kind of a risky play. 4th
On the lead.
4th and 4.
The Cubs.
4.
And looks like I don't see Torbeck out there.
4th down for the Tigers.
Looks like we'll go for it, lined up in the wishbone offense.
And the Tigers are going to take a timeout to talk about it. It's going to take 30 seconds. Again, a 30-second break. Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Tigers still along the sidelines.
Barn burner up in Vernon County. Cassville takes the lead over Nevada, 21-14 in the third quarter.
He was there last night.
Tiger offense comes up to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 4 for the Tigers. Line to gain 31 in the wishbone. Now they send receivers out. Powell goes out in the shot. Nope, he's going to punt. And we have a flag. And false start Lamar.
Had some trouble tonight. I don't know that all of these have been legitimate, but certainly some struggled with the false start, illegal motion stuff the Tigers have tonight. So they're going to bring Torbeck in, and we'll show punt, and that's what we're going to do.
Monett has nobody back. Now they finally send somebody. Torbeck looking to punt. He's scanning the field. Now he punts the ball. And good punt. Taking a nice bounce for Lamar. Ball is down at the 31.
Yeah, we don't forget Torbeck's played some quarterback in the past, and we've seen him successfully run a good punt fake, so didn't have anybody down to really go to, but he holds that thing a long time, able to get those those headhunters down the field and pursuers and kicks. Good punt, rolls well past the returner, and Lamar's able to down it. So Monett's going to have a long field. Gets the ball on their own 31, so 1st and 10, 11:09 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Tiger defense needs to be able to step up here.
5 wide for Monett. Here's a snap, quick pass out to the right. Was that a backwards pass? The Lamar coaches are screaming for it. It was a backwards pass.
The players kind of shuffling a little there on the field. There was definitely some scrapping going on too. Number 35 was.
Man alive, that was backwards.
They'll run a 2nd and 10, and I think they'll get the illegal motion this time because they were not set. That's what happens. So they'll back it up, bring up 2nd and 15. Here's one of those instances too where the momentum and the energy is a little discombobulated, so we just got to keep our heads down, focus, be businesslike in our approach.
Monett looks to the sideline, change the play call. They do have a running back in the backfield this time, 2 left, 2 wide, or to the right for the receivers. Snap is up and the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit of extracurricular stuff going down there. What we see on Monett sometimes, and Troy Onstock, the victim of it this time. 68 for Monett gives him a push well after the play, but no flag.
3rd and 15. 5 wide for the Cubs. Here's the snap, passes away and caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Ball out to the 35.
Yeah, they go to 8 that time. Braden Sites, we've called his name quite a little bit, but he gets hit really hard by Carson Parker and Briar Eadson there at the end of that play. So
Monett stays on the field. They're going to have the first down.
A lot of pre-snap movement there. But they hand off to Umfleet, and he surges forward, able to kind of work his way through the line, and we just weren't able to get a good square shoulder tackle on him.
And now there's a flag. Man, this is the most flag-happy crew I may have ever seen in my life.
The refs have got to get this game under control. We talked about pregame. One of the keys was these games with Monett sometimes have a tendency to get sloppy. Exactly what we're seeing here. The refs really need to take control. And 68 for Monett definitely needs some discipline of some sort.
His helmet was off.
That's exactly right. 68's helmet came off on the last play, but he's still out there. So
His helmet came off.
Quick pass out to the right, complete. And he's going to be cut down, it looks like at the Lamar 49.
They pick up 4 on the play with a quick pop pass out to the right.
Brings second down and 11. Snaps the ball ready. Going to be a handoff up the middle. Good tackle. Only going to be a gain of 2.
Sights 8 for Monett, takes that handoff. We've not seen him take a handoff yet. He comes to receiver position and takes it, but he's met really hard at the line of scrimmage by Lewis Salas and gets him down pretty quick, and with some help from Carson Parker cleaning that up. So
going to make it third down and 9 for the Cubs. Here's the snap. Passes away. Little screen pass up the middle. They got enough for the first down. Finally brought down at the 32.
Lamar brings a lot of pressure on that play, and they're right up there in Washik's face, but he's able to kind of dump it over the middle to Umfleet, and he's able to pick up several yards after the catch to get him the first down.
And pass out to the right is caught, and he got a little burst of speed. He's going to have enough first down, but there is a flag.
See what they call here. They go to Umfleet. Or it wasn't Umfleet, it was Alex Meeks. Again, those 3 main receivers, Meeks, Sights, and Nesselrode, carrying most of the load, but they've got people moving everywhere. So, again, very difficult to defend, but
Ref's trying to figure out where the ball needs to be. Looks like it's going to be on the 39.
Holding penalty sets the ball at the 39.
First and long, 1st and 17 for the Cubs.
And
Are you kidding me?
we have a whistle. What in the world is going on?
Well, he hadn't even blown it live, and they're snapping the ball.
Then there should be a penalty. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
All right, back up the line, everybody goes. Monett try to get Lamar to come off sides, looks over the sideline. Lamar holds their water, so to say. 9:19 left in the ball game. Monett leads by 4. Here's a pass to the left, and it is incomplete. A couple of Lamar Tigers had a chance to pick that one off, but it falls to the ground.
Washik tries for Nesselrode, but he's got 3 defenders on him. We're able to knock that thing up in the air, and then Toby Ainsley makes a dive for it, but isn't able to come up with it. But bring up 2nd and 17 for Monett on the Tiger 39. 9:12 left in this 4th quarter. Lamar trails Monett 20-24.
2nd and 17. Line to gains about the 22.
It was a sideline warning, but I didn't see who was on.
Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. Looking towards his left, passes up. High arcing pass, and it is incomplete, but there's a flag. They're going to call pass interference.
22 Nesselrode just makes a deep route that time, and Washik showing his ability, makes a good long throw, overthrows the receiver, but Toby Ansley's just a little too aggressive in his coverage there and gets the flag for the defensive pass interference. Those kind of plays, you'd rather see that PI than just to let him go and let him make that catch and score. So
ball is going to be on the 24. 2nd down and 2. Here's a snap, going to be a handoff, and they got him in the backfield.
They're used to giving it to Umfleet and him being able to pick up 8 or 10 yards on the play, but nothing doing that time. He goes through surges forward about 2 yards and then gets just stopped by a bunch of Tiger defenders.
Brings 3rd down, passes away. It is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, they go to 2 over on the far sideline that time. That's Miles Young. That's the first time they've targeted him. And he absolutely gets rocked by Trent Torbeck. So
might put that one up for a Mother Tucker's hit of the game.
Absolutely.
4th down and 4. Huge play for the Lamar defense here. Here's a snap. Going to be a handoff trying to get around the right side. And it's going to be close.
They hand off to Umfleet and sweep around the right-hand side, and it's really close. Tiger defender's able to pursue and get in front of him, but he just able to surge forward and get that 1st down.
Going to be another handoff trying to get around the right side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. We'll see how much he got on that.
Going to pick up 7 or 8 on that play, looks like, before he gets pushed out of bounds.
Call it 6. Another pass play, kind of a fumbled snap, and the running back falls down about the line of scrimmage.
And they hand off to Seitz that time out of the backfield. He's kind of a smaller a runner, a good slot receiver type. That's where they've used him most of the time. But here on this drive, they've used him a couple times as a back. Umfleet's going to line up behind the quarterback, Washek, this time.
3rd down and 4. Bark some commands, trying to get Lamar off sides. Lamar stays. Check the sideline for the play. Here comes the snap. Looking to pass the ball. Pass to the right is complete. Going to be good enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, Monett focusing on the short pass and mixing it up with some run plays and steadily driving down the field.
Snap here is a handoff, run up the middle. You're only going to get about 1 yard.
Umfleet takes the handoff and surges forward, but he's met right at the just a little bit beyond the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him looks like they're going to give him 1 yard, long 1 yard.
2nd down and 9. Running back still in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball, pass the way to the right. Little screen, well defended. He's only going to get about 1 yard.
Taryn Williams right there to kind of defend that pass. He is able to, like we talked before, good body control on these receivers. So he turns his back to Taryn, is able to make the catch, but Taryn quickly makes the tackle for a short gain, just 1.
3rd down and 8. Here's the snap, going to be another handoff, trying to get around the left side. And there is a flag that comes in. I think this one's going to come back.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kevin. They Umfleet goes around the left-hand side this time and met by several different Tigers there, but
Be ready, they're going to snap it as soon as they get it down.
68's got his helmet off again.
17.
It's about 3rd and 17 or 16. Line to gain's about the 2. Looking to pass, passes away, looking towards the end zone. Pass is caught but out of bounds.
Trent Torbeck and Waylon Nolting over there on the defense, and they're trying to go to 35 Alex Meeks, and just Trent Torbeck turns around and offers to help Meeks up, and he refuses.
Meeks is a little slow to get up here. He's grabbing and holding himself. I'm surprised the ref's letting him stay in the game.
He got the old double treatment. Got hit from both sides. Yeah, he's hurting, facing the opposite way of the play.
There we go. Timeout.
Timeout by Monett. We're going to take a 30-second break. Again, 30 seconds to listen to Tiger Football, 101.7 FM, Sunmo Sports Radio.
Bearded Bee Coffee Company was born to share the joy of incredible coffee with the world. Bearded Bee works directly with small farms to bring you the highest quality beans while making sure the hardworking farmers are paid a fair price. No matter your position in life, we invite you to experience what coffee was intended to be. Bearded Bee, located across from the old Blue Cow, the only local roastery in Lamar. Try one of our signature selections and see what everybody's talking about. Order online and pick up at the coffee spot. Second location coming soon. BeardedBeeCoffeeCompany.com. You're listening to Lamar Tiger Football on 101.7 FM, Sunmo Sports Radio.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. 6:32 left in this ball game. Lamar 20, Monett 24. It's 4th down and 16 for the Cubs.
We've got 4th and 16. For the
Ball's on the 17-yard line. Cubs offense comes back out. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Big play here for the Tiger defense. Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. A little heat on the quarterback. They run a little screen. Tiger defenders are there. There's a holding call or a penalty flag out. I think it'd have to be a hold from where it was at. But they're well short of the first down. It is holding on. Monett.
Defensive stop, big defensive stop by the Tigers. Momentum shifter in this game. 6:24 left in the fourth quarter. Tigers will take over on their own 17.
Huge defensive stop brought to you by a friend, Nathan Mayberry, USA Mortgage. For your next home loan, give him a call, 417-214-9119. Ball is on the 17.
The bad thing about this is Monett gets 11 fresh guys out on the field, and we've got some that are playing both ways. So
6 minutes, 24 seconds left in this ball game. 2 receivers split to the left. Powell and shotgun. Can be a handoff to Jaden Moore up the left side. He goes. Nice run on first down.
Obviously, we want to have positive yards on offense, but it'd be nice if we could just kind of take this slow, Kevin, and get down there and score right towards the end of this game and seal this one. Tigers down by 4 points, 20-24. 6:02 left in the fourth quarter. Tigers will bring up 2nd and 6 from their own 21.
2nd and 1.
Oh, second.
2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. That's what I get for reading the scoreboard. Second, yep.
Powell and shotgun. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Up the gut he goes. It's going to be close to a first down.
Quarterback keeper.
And some more extracurricular stuff there after the play from Monett's side of the field. Number 7 and Taryn Williams getting into it that time.
Officials say move the chains. Tiger first down.
Lamar does pick up a first down on that play. So
first down brought to you by Stevens Automotive. About 5.5 minutes left in this ball game. Knowlton comes out. Carson Parker checks in.
Let's go.
Taryn Williams in the backfield with Powell. Now they shift to the wishbone. Here's a snap. Going to be a handoff to Moore. Up the gut he runs, still on his feet. Now they blow it dead. He makes his way up to about the 24, it looks like.
Yeah, the O-line gets a big push with that wishbone with those lead blockers. Lewis Salas kind of leads the way on the lead blockers, but the O-line able to get some penetration there and pick up 2. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the Tiger 24. 4:46 left in this fourth quarter.
Torbeck split out to the right. Powell in shotgun by himself. Here's the snap. Going to be a handoff to Carson Parker. He dives up to about the 26.
Carson Parker
lines
up in that wing position, and they just do a good run play handoff to him, and he picks up a couple. The Tigers going to be 3rd and longer than we want to be. 3rd and 6. Clock's down to 4:12. Lamar trails 20-24.
So 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers split to the left. Powell in shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Moore. He's touched in the backfield, but stays on his feet. He's going to pick up about 1 yard.
Now they hand off to Moore, and he goes over to the sweep play around the right, but we don't totally get that edge sealed, and so we got some defenders there kind of confronting him early in the play. And
so it's going to be 4th down and 5 for the Tiger offense. 3.5 minutes left in this ball game. Tigers have 1 timeout.
Obviously a big play here for the Tiger offense. Clock keeps rolling. 3:25 left in the 4th quarter. 11 on the play clock.
10 seconds on the play clock. Tigers get up to the line. 2 receivers split to the right. Here's the snap, looking to pass the ball. Passes away to Torbeck. Caught for the first down. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50. 45, and all the way up to the Monett 42.
Well-designed pass, unfrequent pass play by the Tigers, but as we talked before, Clayton Powell's got a really, really good arm and accurate with that pass. Puts it right on the numbers with a good ball for Trent Torbeck. He makes the catch, and then he makes a couple wiggle plays. I'll call them that, wiggle moves. He's able to kind of juke that Monett secondary player and able to get a really good game. So Tigers cross midfield. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the Monett 42. 2:46 left in the game.
1 receiver left, 1 right. Powell in the backfield by himself. Here's a snap. Quarterback keeper up the gut. He goes. Still on his feet. Nice run on 1st down.
Yeah, Clayton Powell just tucks and just power runs forward. We talked about that, Matt Truck. When he gets that momentum, he's just hard to stop, and so he keeps those legs churning and able to gain about 5 on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Still 2:20 left in the game, so got some time. Line up on the Monett 37.
Powell in shotgun by himself. Here's a snap. Going to be a handoff to Moore. Trying to get around the left side. He's going to have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, momentum on Lamar's side. Sophomore Jaden Moore takes that handoff and able to easily pick up the 1st down. He doesn't really get touched until he gets to the 2nd level, and the backers pick him up. So, again, good O-line play by the Lamar Tigers, and just need to keep this momentum going.
Under 2 minutes left in this ball game now. Going to be a handoff to Moore around the left side. Ball's out, but recovered by Eisen. Good job by Eisen.
Yeah, Moore takes that ball around the right-hand side, and Monett getting a little desperate, you might say, punching at that ball and able to get it to come loose. We talked about ball security at the beginning of the game as a key, and it's very, very, very important as we get down here to the end of this game and we're driving, trying to score.
Got a timeout taken by Lamar. We're just going to stay right here. I'm trying to key in stats here. They've been flying at us.
How you getting along there?
Again, you're not going to have any Monett names.
Yep.
But
perfectly acceptable. Coach Beshore talked at the beginning of the game, the momentum and just the speed of play of Monett, and that certainly lived to be true. He said 30 to 40 seconds, but I'm guessing it's probably closer to 20 or 30.
He said 20 to 30, but I'm going to go 15 to 20. I mean, they come at it quick.
They do. And really effective. The Tiger defense and the strategy that we've had with ball control and time of possession is, boy, it'd be good if we could score here at the end and put the icing on this cake.
So that was the Tigers' last time out. 1:29 left in the ball game. Lamar 20, Monett 24, but the Tigers are marching. Ball is on the 25-yard line. Powell in shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. Going to be a handoff to Moore, trying to get around the left side. Still searching for some room, and he's pushed out of bounds. Little late action there, but no penalty flags.
Yeah, a lot of lip going on. 9 from Monett comes in from the backfield, and a little bit of some late action there, but then obviously some mouthing going on there. She faces the Lamar players and kind of backs up. But
so 3rd down and 3 for the Tiger offense.
Clock rolling, 1:15 left in the game.
Ainsley goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Taryn Williams. He's got the first down, and he's got the touchdown! With 1:02 left in the ball game, Taryn Williams punches it in for 6.
Yeah, misdirection there, back to the old spinner back days, and Clayton Powell makes a full revolution and hands it off to Taryn Williams, and he just has an open road, goes into the end zone untouched. Credit the Lamar offensive line for making those blocks, and Clayton Powell for just really selling that fake, and obviously the hard running by Taryn Williams.
Juarez comes on for the extra point try to put Lamar up by 3.
Let's go. I didn't get touched.
Here's a snap. Kick is up, and it is good.
Going up by 3, really kind of a moot point. We know Monett never, I don't even know if they have a kicker on the roster. I'm sure that they do, but they never kick any PATs. So
there were times that Monett's had really good kickers. They've got a good soccer program.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so we left them 1:02. The fastest they scored in this game is in 1:12. It's going to be time for some Tiger defense to bring this one home.
I like our odds, Kevin, but I'm pretty nervous still. So hopefully that Tiger defense can continue what they've been doing.
Important kickoff here and keep it penalty free. Lamar, no timeouts. Monett does have 2 timeouts.
Be nice if Logan Morgan could put this one in the end zone. He's had a good night, good blocks, and been playing both ways some. See what strategy the Tigers bring in this kickoff.
2 returners back at the 15 for the Cubs. It is a line drive kick on the ground. It's fumbled. Ball's on the ground. Lamar has it! Lamar has it! Lamar has it! What a play!
Jaden Moore flies in. I think it was Jaden. It was Jaden Moore. He flies in, dives at that play. Credit Logan Markin with a great kick right at that Monett receiver. He's just not able to field it, and Jaden Morse, just a sophomore, but showing the big heart and just the extra effort. Now all Lamar's got to do is just hang on to this football and call this one a game.
Monett does have 2 timeouts, 1 minute on the clock. Lamar in the wishbone. Hand off to Taryn Williams. Up the gut he goes, just hanging on to the ball. He's down to the 35.
Taryn Williams has that. He's hugging that thing harder than he's ever held the ball in his life. Wasn't turning those legs real fast, but he hung on to the football, so there's going to be some clock run here, and Monett's probably going to call a quick timeout. They haven't yet, or have they?
They got a player sitting on the ground.
Yeah, is he? Yeah.
But they've called the timeout.
Gotta love it. Oh, I wonder if he's okay. I shouldn't be that way. Coach Ben Mock himself comes out to stretch him, so looks like a cramp.
It's a convenient time for one on a night where it's 65 degrees.
Sorry to be cynical, folks. We shouldn't be that way about high school kids, but.
Yeah, they did. They called it before they called the injury time. They called it before the
Certainly some excitement. We've got our money's worth tonight for sure.
They say if they don't call the timeout, they got to wind the clock. Second down and 5 for the Tigers.
Injured player down. Second and 4 for the Tigers.
Second down and 4.
I don't know if they started this bullshit.
Still waiting for the player to get off the field.
Lamar's lined up in the wishbone formation. We'll see.
Here's a snap. Hand off to Jaden Moore. And he's got the ball in his hands. They're trying to rip it out. That's good enough for a first down. Lamar can take knees to finish this one. Go in victory formation and beat a very good Monett team. This is a great win. If you were at homecoming, Coach Beshore said this is where we turn this season around. This is where we right the ship. And boy, howdy, did they do it tonight.
Yeah, the Monett sideline and Monett players on the field certainly deflated. They've got a lot to be proud of. This offense is very potent, very good, and they're going to be good under Coach Ben Monk for a long time.
And the clock's going to run out. That is a gutsy win by your Lamar Tigers. Gutsy win by the Lamar Tigers. They go to shake hands at midfield.
Coach Adam Martin just picks up Coach Beshore in the big bear hug. He wanted this one probably as bad as anybody on that sideline from Lamar facing his old high school alma mater.
Final score, Lamar 27, Monett 24. We will have the Bull Insurance Agency post-game show. We're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break. Stay tuned. We're going to have stats. We're going to have scores from around the area. And I think we're going to have a very excited Coach Beshore up here after the way that ball game ended. Again, we're going to take a 5-minute break. You're listening to Tiger Football 101.7 FM, Somo Sports Radio.
Eisenhower Lumber is your full-line lumber and hardware store, working to provide contractors, carpenters, and the do-it-yourselfers quality products and friendly service at competitive prices. How about Valspar Paint and Holland Grills? Eisenhower Lumber is your source for plumbing, electrical, paint, building materials, millwork, and lawn and garden. Eisenhower Lumber, 903 Gulf in Lamar, or call 682-5545. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air would like to wish the Tigers coaches and all involved with the program a great season. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air has been serving the needs of the people in the area for years. With a trained staff of technicians, they can do the job big or small. Whether it's plumbing, heating, or air, they get the job done right the first time and at a price that's hard to beat. The staff and management, always a proud supporter of Lamar Tigers athletics and the entire school. Don't forget to schedule your appointment to get your system checked out before it begins to have problems. Clements Plumbing, Heating, and Air, located at 400 West 12th Street in Lamar. Give them a call today at 417-682-3797.
Beardy's Custom and Collision can customize your prize ride. Bring it back from what it was to what it can be, and to any extreme you can imagine. Chopped, lowered, painted, or back to original glory. Beardy's Custom and Collision also does basic to extreme repairs on your everyday driver. If you've had a fender bender or a major crash, Beardy's can put it back just like it was. They work with your insurance too to make sure everything's taken care of. Beardy's Custom and Collision treats your car just like it was their own. East of Lamar on 160, then straight on Highway E. Give them a call, 417-537-0018, or check them out on Facebook. Beardy's Custom and Collision. That's Beardies, custom with a K, and collision.
Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust, your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Your busy lifestyle requires banking options like mobile deposit and people-to-people pay. With locations in Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri, let Community National Bank and Trust keep your finances safe and your spending smarter. Visit mybankcnb.com for a location near you. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome.
Deary Grill and Chill of Lamar invite you to check out the new DQ app. Explore the menu, order ahead with easy ordering, save with weekly deals, and more. Your go-to app is now cooler than ever. Locate Deary Grill and Chill on the app and see how easy it is to order your fave eats and treats. Repeat your orders in a flash with one-click reordering, and speed things up with the addition of Apple Pay. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Lamar Bank and Trust, we're proud to be your hometown bank. Lamar's only locally owned and operated bank, serving this community for nearly 100 years. Whether you're managing your everyday banking needs, saving for the future, buying a home, or building your business, we're here to help you every step of the way. Banking with LBT is always a win. Visit LBT today, a better way to bank.